Radio.
So pleasant afternoon to one and all. Just about 20 minutes it is now, moving down past the hour of 3 o'clock as we get set for another edition of the sports program from the Pavilion for today, Thursday, the 12th of February in the year 2026. And of course, we'll be looking at what's happening locally, regionally, and on the international scene. And I'm joined by the K's for now. The rest of the crew should be in a bit later on this afternoon. So I say good afternoon to Brother Kenford and Brother Kenton. And I know saying brother now is the right way to go. Good afternoon to the K's.
Yeah, good afternoon, Lenny. Good afternoon, Kenford. Good afternoon to our loyal listeners, both home and abroad. I'm hoping for a good program today.
Good afternoon, Lenny. Good afternoon, Kenton. And good afternoon to the wide public near and far. We're here.
Right, so of course we are streaming live on ZGB's Facebook page and on YouTube as well. Yes, we are streaming live on YouTube, The Spirit of Montserrat. So definitely you can log on and see exactly what's happening in the studio this afternoon. So we say big up to Brother Enver Brown, who's taking care of business. So last year we did Facebook alone. This year we're doing YouTube. It's left to be seen what will be happening in 2027, God willing.
New Sports Max.
Leave it up to Enver and we'll be sorted. That's what I think that we should do come next year, God willing. Right, so how has it been for you guys over the last week, sporting-wise? I know that some smiles might be getting a bit brighter, but it's the early stages. But tell me.
Well, my team lost the Super Bowl.
Oh.
But it was a good season. So it's better to, know that the guys, you made it to the show. Didn't win the show, but it is what it is. Arsenal did what they had to do, and so forth. So I'm not too worried on that front. But all in all, I think things are going to be starting gearing up in the EPL. When you get into March, April, things get a little sticky. Mm-hmm. And same thing with the NBA. It's going to start bubbling over, and we see what transpires, especially after the All-Star weekend.
All right. Kenford?
For me, again, on the international front, Manchester United doing very well. I'm not really a Super Bowl fan anymore because I see some things that's not right in the terms of the play and what's going on. It seems like sometimes it's rigged to me. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's my opinion, yeah?
You're shared by a lot of people.
Yeah, and so I've lost faith in that, and Manchester is doing well, and that other team that I said is doing well in their class. They have shined in a way that they're gaining the public. So I don't want it to be, there goes that team again. I want it to continue. And then on the local, I must say kudos to MSS. Doing some bigger and better things this year, as we will discuss as we go forward.
Indeed, it sounds good. Right, so we're going to say good afternoon to Sister Laverne. I know that you're busy, but hey, we have the nutritional tips for this week.
Look how did they hat. Me just bathe my skin and me cover you and I sweat. Me think me just go lie down here on the bed underneath the fan and catch some wind. After all, John not coming home until 2 hours later, so, Wait, I wonder who could I call? Hello? can't hear you. Talk a little louder, you talk too soft, man. What you say? If I'm name Mistress Cannonberry, it all depends on who's calling and why. What you say? If I know my husband named John Cannonberry, me not too sure. You have to describe it for me. Describe it for me, please. Yeah, that they kind of sound like you. What happened now? Are you got it there at the hospital? Hospital for one now. And he said for call me. What happened to John now? Because if like John want to take me before the lad ready for me, where is it happened to John then now? One the primary school sports and them all boys race and John can go run. Well, what call John got with that after we don't have no children at school and John left school donkey years ago. You know, see John really want to take me up before they make her ready for me. John like he want all me here grade down. But me no feel well, so John go if I got John up the heat stroke and what? And pull muscle. Oh John lucky me when me get a couple days break from John. How are you keeping hospital for how long? Yeah. Well, nothing really wrong with it, and I would like to do what? I would like to really no. Keep John for a few days. Because I don't know who sent John go run and John know in a run for days. John, when me send John for go pick down the clothes and like a 2 hours John I take for reach to the back of the house. So I call John got me running. No. And you keep John up there for the week. Just let John lie down up there for the week. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Good afternoon and welcome to Laverne's Nutritional Tip, a program geared at giving useful and informative advice on health and overall well-being. I am Laverne Reiner. We in the month of February, so you have to love yourself and love everybody around you. And as soon as February done, guess what? I'm in the month of March when sporting season in a high gear. If you know you want to go down there, go probably show yourself, that's a different story. If you want to go down there, go run, and you know you know run the years, me would ask you for start to stretch now and start to get yourself in again. Nobody go down there like John. No run the years and gone down there now with the hospital with heat stroke and pull muscle and whatever else you got. But you go cool the heels there at the hospital. So as we're going to be getting into the sporting season, when do you prepare your children or when do you prepare yourself if you're an athlete for the sporting season? So experts say that when preparing for sports as an athlete, you need to take a holistic approach. And this means combining consistent, you hear what the key word is? Consistent physical training, strategic nutrition, mental conditioning, and adequate recovery time. So once again, once preparing for sports as an athlete, you need to have a holistic approach by combining consistent physical training, strategic nutrition, mental conditioning, and adequate recovery times. It is key to include 8 to 10 hours of sleep following a balanced, high carb, and hydrated diet. So hydrated diet means you're ensuring that you're consuming a lot of fluids, whether you're using those that have the electrolytes, so your coconut water if you want your natural sources, or if you're using Gatorade or those other types of energy drinks. Are also ensuring that you're setting clear, attainable goals and developing a consistent pre-sport routine. You have to ensure you have proper warm-ups and mental visualizations. So if you're training, you have to maintain a consistent training load, one that is tailored to your sport. So whatever sport it is you're doing, if you're an athlete, you have to make sure you have a consistent training load that is tailored to your sports. And what this means, you include strength, endurance, and skilled specific movements. You want to ensure that you're warming up properly. So you have a warm-up routine. So you're performing light aerobic activity, followed by dynamic stretching to prepare muscles and prevent injury. So you can march, you can do heel digs and shoulder rolls, for example. You also have to make sure that you're fueling and you're hydrating. Fueling means eating nutritiously. Hydration means ensuring you're having enough fluids going into your system. So you're ensuring that you're eating a high carb meal to aid sleep the night before and maintain hydration. You practice your fueling strategies such as consuming carbohydrates shortly before a competition. You also need to ensure that you're getting enough rest and recovery. So you need to prioritize sleep. Prioritize sleep to increase speed and performance. And you also include techniques such as massages, meditation, and active recovery. When you want to prepare mentally, you're looking at goals. So you have clear, defined goals of what you want to achieve, how you're going to perform, and these will help to boost motivation. You mentally rehearse your sports, how successful you want to be. And once you mentally rehearse your sport and you visualize your success and the outcomes, you will be able to achieve them. You have to be able to speak to yourself positively, so positive self talk. Replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations about your preparation and your ability. Part of your mental preparation includes establishing a consistent routine, which is your warm up routine. You have your music, your mental check to build confidence and focus before competing. You have to have techniques to manage stress, so that is very important. So use techniques like deep breathing and progressive muscle relaxation to manage competition anxiety. Now, we know when we're getting ready for a sport or the sporting season that's coming up, preparation takes a long time before the actual event starts. So you don't want to start exercising and training a week before. This is something that should be done in advance. So you're doing consistent warm-ups, practice, and so forth. We know sporting season is in March. You don't wait until the end of February to start practicing. You're practicing from before, previous year before. And this pre-practice will require skill development. So you would focus on refining your techniques and addressing weaknesses during the off season. So you look at or consider where your weaknesses are, and during the off season, when it's not sporting season, you're going to your practice several times a week, several times a month. You go and do your practice and you look to see where your weaknesses are. So if you can get someone to video you and you see what your running time is, if you need to improve on that, what strategies you need to improve your running time or whatever it is as it pertains to your particular sport, and you address and adjust and refine your techniques to curb these weaknesses. You also develop other interests outside your sport to maintain balance and mental health. You would also, like I said before, ensure you have consistency, because consistency via a steady routine will build habits, ensuring you are physically and mentally ready for the sporting season. So once again, when you're getting ready for the sporting season, it is not something you do overnight. You need to have your physical preparation, training and load management, being consistent, practicing training routines that are tailored to your sport to include strength, endurance, and skill. You have warm-up routine. You use proper fueling and hydration tips and practices. You ensure that you're resting and recovering adequately, and that is all part of your physical preparation. You need your mental preparation, where you have your goals, you have imagery and visualization, so you mentally rehearse your sport, see how successful you want to be, and try to be as successful as you can. You speak to yourself positively, replacing all negative thoughts with positivity. You have a consistent routine to build confidence and focus before competition, and you manage your stress. And this is all of your mental preparation for sporting season. Also, you have your long-term off-season, pre-season preparation, and this involves skill development. So you focus on refining techniques and addressing your weaknesses that you had during your sporting season when you're on the off-season. You also engage in other interests outside your sports to maintain balance and mental health, and ensure you have consistency. A consistent routine will build habits, ensuring you're physically and mentally ready for your sporting season. Thank you for listening. Do have a blessed and enjoyable evening. Be sure to follow the tips listed above to ensure that you're ready for sporting season in March.
I hope that I'm not like John and just jump up and go down to the park and decide to do the old boys race. I'm just hoping that I don't get, too happy and do like John and then next minute, but nobody
His body is used to it.
His body, no, his body can't be used to it, Kenford, when he end up at hospital, dries up. You
Maybe a
understand?
different work.
Maybe a different work.
Yeah.
My brother, Damon Williams, you're in. Good afternoon and welcome to the sports program, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to everybody listening, whether it's worldwide, YouTube, Facebook, and even locally. Pleasant good afternoon, and hope everybody's enjoying their day today.
Right. You sound calm, boy. The sun have you calm or the breeze have you calm?
Works. When you go outside and you see equipment everywhere, you just, for me, I'm a construction guru, so makes me excited.
Sounds good, sounds good. Right. But in terms of the tips from Sister Laverne this afternoon, quite timely as the various schools are getting set for their inter-house sports day and, of course, their road races. So quite timely.
Indeed. And some of the tips are very important, especially now with the intake of fluids. It's very important for the muscles. Some might say, oh, no, but it is. So our Sister Laverne is right on point with some of those pointers.
But have you guys recognized that 2026, it's still cold?
Yeah.
And it's February going into March.
Not a lot of rain.
It's not the height of the winter season, really?
Last year it was
That's
hot.
what. Yeah.
Dry season start.
Remember what happened in
It's
a certain
on.
area?
Yeah. It's on Ash Wednesday.
Ash Wednesday is next Wednesday. So
Exactly.
And it's cold still.
And it's cold still.
That was it a tropical depression or a weird storm coming off of somewhere yesterday? Because my colleagues in Antigua was wondering if we sent something over there. Because they had some serious rain throughout the morning going into the evening.
Quite a bit of rain fell.
Well, we had to as well, but
Yeah.
the thing is, we're mountainous, so we're not going to get that same impact as Antigua.
Right. But in terms of the men and women out there who are planning to do the various races on Sports Day, tune up your body now.
Start
Children.
training now.
Yes.
I see a lot of
children
people
do what
in
they
the
need to
gym.
do.
Yes.
Yes, they need to do what they need to do. Get a good night's rest, as Sister Laverne mentioned, and drink plenty fluids and make sure that you're prepared. Now just jump up and go down there and say, hey, I'm going to win this 100-meter race.
Lenny, can you drink coconut water?
No.
He's
Lenny,
not
Lenny.
alive, remember?
Lenny, coconut water.
Gatorade, then. I'll back you up to the Gatorade.
Anything else for the... It's all right. It's all good. It's all good. But talking about sports, Kenford, I know that something is up real soon as well for the secondary school in terms of road races. Well, road races, because you have the boys and
Yes.
you have the girls.
Yeah. Just before we get to the road race, I would like to go back to December and January where we had inter-house cricket. Apologies for not inviting the public, but it's something we had to do quickly. So because we're trying to get certain amount of sports into the terms, it's hard to get time within the actual teaching times during school. So we forced some cricket into our new sporting calendar from the MSS. I would like to say thank you to the heads, Mrs. Hogan and my colleague, Miss Young, for pushing these ventures, and we got them these sporting events, and we got them. So the cricket, you might not like some of the reviews, so we have in the number one winning the finals, we had Orange House defeating Blue House.
Oh,
so yes, so Orange House defeated Blue House, and in the third place playoff, we had Red House beating Green. So right now, you can say Orange House is at the top, Blue House is second, Red House is third, and Green House is fourth. That's how they are. I'm not sure.
I like how you put it, not first, second, third, and so forth, It's
At this time.
So these points add up for
Yeah,
Sports Day.
so they will go towards Sports Day. So coming forward now, we have next week on Tuesday and Wednesday, we have inter-house football, five-a-side, right at on the MSS field. So we'll have our goals set up that area with the time 2:15 or 2:30. We try to get as much games in for the two days. So that's the 16th and the 17th. Am I correct? Yes. So that's Tuesday and Wednesday. So inter-house football, if you have a chance, come across and you see some young talents out there as well. And then on the other week, we'll go into the actual road race, which starts at 9 a.m. And you'll see the different routes that we go through into Alveston and Salem. And every year, I can guarantee passing certain areas and seeing the same faces, greeting the children, you know, saying good morning and good afternoon, Nurse Daly. I know that's one area that you will always see her outside, even sitting. I haven't seen her for a while, no?
I haven't seen it for
Yeah, I haven't seen her for a good while. So I would like to say good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. We're still thinking about you. And those other residents down in Alveston who sits outside and cheer our young people on, Lenny and
good
team.
stuff.
Yes.
I remember my days really. I came in before the bell though, so
Hold on, was it? Which
bell-
bell?
the
Which
bell-
bell?
bell
School
wasn't
bell or the bell?
The bell wasn't working.
Oh,
working.
God.
Well,
Well,
for
the-
Orange House, you know, Orange House people always give their standard point.
Yes,
Yes,
always.
yes,
I
yes,
must
yes,
say, you know, there have been a increased.
You know,
Go ahead.
not to cut you,
Yes.
Kenford, but how do you go about choosing when a child enters secondary school? How do you go about choosing their house? Is it
that's-
a mini mini mo kind of
That's
thing?
a very, very good question. And I think what we've done, the sports committee, I like to shout out the sports committee. I have a sports committee within the PE department. And we came down to the fact that if you have close ties or close relations for the last 5 years, they will use that person to pick the house. It has been a little sketchy.
Go again. I just saw something.
If you
the other
have
thing.
5 years of history at MSS,
The immediate-
and we can trace
The
it.
immediate 5
Yeah,
years.
immediate 5, and we can trace.
Okay. Oh, that's
You
beautiful.
might
That's
be
beautiful.
eligible.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
You might be.
Because, for instance,
Yes.
if my child goes to MSS
Yes.
and be placed in Orange House,
You go vex?
of course.
Why?
Because
So let me see history. So you have to bring up that history. You have to bring that history.
The custom to be a champion.
Yes.
Chev, Blue
Yeah.
House,
Uh-huh.
me, Captain Blue House.
Uh-huh.
So that's
What
all
year?
you need.
But
And
Brian-
I-
but Brian-
no, that's all you need.
Where Brian
No,
was.
no. Brian was in, I think, red.
Red,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
My other brother was in orange.
Orange.
But you're working with parents here.
Yeah.
So
Oh, closest family to the 5 years.
Right.
Run
so
and-
so
run and
I
look-
I don't need
run
the,
and
the
look
record
orangish.
speak for itself. You know.
Okay.
Mhm.
Run and
So
look at
and
orange.
teachers are there
Yes.
still.
Yes. So
Okay.
if there's a
Okay.
teacher there
Right. Okay.
who has
Okay.
ties,
Well,
Has
said,
knowledge that
Yeah.
I was
What's
Alright.
going to happen? One of mine is going to be leaving next
Yes,
year.
yes.
Well, one will be coming in.
yeah, so,
So
he
the
will
immediate-
continue.
Yeah, and then
so
2
that's
years
immediate.
later, 2 years later after that, there will be another one.
Another one.
What
So
I
you
like,
still-
they put a particular young lady in the right house, so I don't need to quarrel or
Oh,
anything.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope the grandmother must be vexed.
and the mother. But I'm all right.
But
I'm
they're
okay,
quite
I'm-
calm. I think I saw mom and she was quite calm before she left. So
You have to know Cardella.
So yeah, so we're trying to do something like that. What we've seen over the time, looking at the registers, when you reach a certain class and we continue the heavy or 10 years and beyond, you will have one student running in the class over and over and over. So we've tried among the time to make sure that it is a level playing field across the houses, and we made sure that looking into because we have data that shows the different students coming from each, so I'll look at the videos, get the names early. I like to say good afternoon to Miss Jubri, providing data. Nicole, yes, very good with her data, and
Yes,
you
she
can
is.
just go back and you can look into the data. Also, you can look at the videos as well online, because again, that's something that gave me a good vibe coming to Montserrat, looking at how sports was covered here.
Yeah.
And that's something I like.
But two things coming in. By the way, Kenton teacher Alte said to tell you that Greenhouse always give their standard points too. All right.
All right, teacher. All right.
And something else that's in. Someone is saying here that when they used to go to primary school, their houses were chosen the way how their names would appear on the register and the order of the houses.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how it started, but now things change.
Things change.
So we
Things
say,
change.
Kaiser Chick, big up yourself. Glad to know that you're on. And she said that she feel good watching, in the comfort of her house, just watching us live. Soon from now, we'll be doing more things. Right, Enver, Brother Enver?
Yeah, I think we should. I think we can have our own sports.
Channel?
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah,
So
man.
much
I think we have, man.
What
Yeah,
going on
man. Give some live commentary and some show and some sporting events. I think we can handle that. We are capable of doing
Right.
that, man.
So we have football,
Yes.
inter-house football next week. And then, we break for half term. And then the next one would be the road race?
The road race. So
Okay.
the road race now a lot. We're concerned about moving it from the afternoon to the morning, and we still remain with the morning so we can get everything out of the way. Everyone rest, do what they're doing, so we have a day they can, come back to the school and do anything that they need to do on the day. Some will, maybe go home with the parents. So on that 27th of February, we start at 9 a.m. sharp. So we have two. We have the boys and the girls route. The girls will go first, and they will start at the entrance going up to MSS School. That's road, and then you turn down to that drive going into the attic, and we have the different routes. So along the routes every year, you would have some parents or some guardian running with some of the children they have trained with, giving them that encouragement and everything else. Always saying for this year, please, and we're saying, please don't touch the young athletes while they run. Words of encouragement, continue to do so. If by any chance anyone has spotted or you are spotted holding or pulling an individual, that can be detrimental to their marks or their points, going into the term,
Well, someone else is saying here, yes, they used to do that. That used to happen. But at times, in order to balance out, students may not get to go in a sibling or parent's house.
Yes.
All right. So that's back then. But I'm happy. I think my mom was an Orange House person, and I was in Orange House. And now Zaylee is in Orange House. And if there's a next one, I'm hoping that Kenford is still there.
When there's the next one?
You see, myself and my brother, I
Don't
went
get me
first.
involved.
Listen
Do
to me,
not
man.
get me involved.
I went first, so I'm waiting for him to go.
To take the mantle
Yeah.
and then, okay.
Yeah.
Remember, you made that promise on live radio.
Yeah. So you, after you.
Okay.
I'm not saying try no. But it's all good.
Yes.
And of course, as Kenford mentioned, they want to do it in the morning so that the children can relax a bit more in the afternoon and so forth. And I think that another school may have their road race on that day.
Yes.
But the 21.
27th?
The 27th. I think
St.
St.
Augustine has
Augustine
the 26.
Oh, on the
So
Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So as we look ahead as well, I think that Lookout Road Race is on the Tuesday. The 24th, and Braids Road Race is on the Wednesday. So that week is Road Race week.
Yes.
Actually, so we'll kick off with Lookout on the Tuesday, Braids on the Wednesday, St. Augustine. So that has moved to the Thursday, you're saying?
Yes.
Right, and then
we need to confirm but
that.
I think,
Okay.
Well, as a parent, I think
he would know.
But
Yes.
I'm a parent and I don't know.
It's all good.
But he's spending. Maybe he has the information, but he didn't just open the envelope. Yes.
Right. So
And
on
The 27th.
on the 27th we have the MSS road race.
Ends it off, yes.
Yes, and then
We have a
the
break.
joint primary school road race will be on the Friday, the 6th of March. Even the Braids Nursery School, they'll be having their road race on Monday the 9th. And then we'll head into the various sports days. That's the 10th, 11th, and 12th of March inside Busy Week. And then Braids Nursery School, they'll have their sports day on the 13th. Salem Nursery School, they'll have their road race on Monday, March 16th. And their sports day will be on the Friday, the 20th. That's Salem Nursery School Sports Day. And then Lookout Nursery School, their road race will be on the 23rd of March. And the big joint primary school sports day is on Wednesday, 25th March. And Lookout Nursery School Sports Day is on the 27th. And then MSS, they'll head into their heats the end of March with their sports day scheduled for the 8th of April. Then, of course, we'll head into the Easter break.
Yeah.
All right. So
But we still, Lenny, just to add there as well.
Before I get in, let me just get this one in. Someone is saying the olden days, MSS teachers were something else.
Yeah.
I was in red and my sister a year before in blue. But guess what? Back in them days was red running things and orange close behind. Coming in from Laverne Ryan, eh?
I'm wondering if they knew that we have some runners. I said it before. The young lady at the auditing office, Miss Marsha, you know, she was a runner with Estelle Furlan. And prominent, good athletes, Kenton, and we look around and we see a lot of individuals walking. They have that knowledge of sports, and it's continuous in their DNA, and you can see that once they get back into it, they can describe it, that they can tell you some of the things that they used to do in preparation of certain things. For example, the road race. I remember running from Thompson Field, going down to Hot Springs, going up that hill, Springs, going across that beautiful Lover's Lane. Is not so beautiful anymore. And then coming down into Ryan's Village, coming across, you know, and doing our thing. Well, yes.
Yeah,
but
that was. I was trying to tell somebody. I'll describe to them the road for MSS Church Road.
Yes.
And that was a cross country.
Cross
It was
country.
a real
No,
cross
that
country because you have to run across the beach, up the little cliffside, up through, then come up through Fox's Bay, come down the road, go across, down Lovers Lane. It was.
It was lovely.
It was lovely.
I remember you used to collect my glucose, water, and everything, and then in that plastic and continue.
And you had your strips
of paper and we still have the strips of paper.
Yeah.
But and I like to add as well, in March, Kenty, we'll have a spelling bee.
Yeah.
So we have a spelling bee, in-house spelling bee, and a math bee. With the math bee, you answer the questions, and then you have different tasks. Every answer you give, there's a different task that you have to do. Yes?
Kenford. Kenty.
Yeah.
You see what your car's now?
What?
The mother message.
She's not happy. She didn't look unhappy when I saw her.
You
So
hear what- no,
she can hold that.
She sent a message say, me still I put on my red shirt next year because I don't know how she getting it arranged. And you never used to do nothing but run your mouth. But listen, I was a house captain. I was a house captain. I'm sure that she was never a house captain in Red House. So she can talk all she want and the dust don't settle because her child is in Orange House.
Doing well.
And when time comes, you know what to do. Put the other one in Orange House.
Yes, because immediately 5 years.
Yes. Oh, she said that she was a captain. I don't remember that, but I knew that I was a captain of Orange House in my time.
Wow.
And definitely I was
So you
a
have
big
history.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So let me just add something before we. So our math bee, Lenny, is answering math problems, and then you will have some obstacles to complete. So that's on the 4th of March. And then we have in-house table tennis. And that will be from the 2nd to the 6th. And again, something new added to our sports calendar inside of the school. And if you want to follow us on live updates, you can go on the two platforms, Instagram and Tick of Tack. I don't know much about that. So MSS Tick of Tack, I call it. So it is MSS Sports. MSS Sports, one word. So you can join, you can follow. Everything is live on there, you know. And then our guests now, they will continue and you'll find them on there as well. So yes.
So the last one on this before we turn our attention to more things that are happening locally on the rock. Lava is saying that she was a runner. Her father, Ram Goat, used to chase her and had her in top speed. Another soul could have beat her back then. And she said it's one of those goes from out of Redondo with the big horn, so she had to run fast back then. So maybe if a child is a bit sluggish, what we need to do is talk to the agriculture department and get some chasing them.
Right. but Lenny, my question is, right, with all these new sports coming into play, like they have all boys running thing.
You believe we should enter?
No, not running. How about we doing a old boys cricket match?
That for true,
versus
because
the
definitely
youngsters?
I'll bring over my arm.
Could be arranged.
Not softball, eh?
Could be arranged.
I'm not afraid of
Could be
hardball.
arranged.
I don't think that I'm afraid of it.
Just say yeah.
You haven't played for 22 years.
Let me tell you something. I'm not playing no hardball.
You see, the site is not so good anymore.
Those days are over.
No man. We still have two hits. Two hits.
You're right.
It's all good. It's all good. So we turn our attention to more things that are, actually happening locally. And it's nice when sports is around. And Kenford, you mentioned something and my heart definitely skipped a beat. But then you said at the MSS, when you said the sports calendar.
Yes.
I was like, yes. But then you just said MSS.
MSS.
And it was like,
It's a part of it.
Right. So it's their first season. And it's all about the Inter basketball tournament happening this Friday. Tomorrow, actually, the 13th of February. So the Interdepartment Basketball Tournament is on the first of its kind. And we have Brother Decent in Orlando. How are you doing? Welcome to the sports program from the Pavilion.
Good afternoon, Lenny.
And how are you?
I'm good.
Yeah,
how are you?
Don't look at the TV because I want to hear everything this afternoon, okay? You hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now you need to introduce your guests. I know that you're the head of this tournament. So introduce your guests, and then of course we'll get into the nitty-gritty.
Okay. With me is two of my executive members, Akila Clark and Tashana Nelson.
Okay. Right, so they're part of the executive. And tell us, what is this all about? Where did the idea actually originate from? Because we have several basketball tournaments that are, slotted in somewhere on the calendar.
Yeah.
Somewhere on the calendar. So tell me now, we're in February and this is a new one. So tell us about that.
Yes, so the idea come about.
Right, pull the mic a bit closer to you.
Okay. So, yeah, as I was saying, the idea come about when I look at the various departments of government. I realize that there are a lot of basketball players throughout the government department. So I said, why not have a interdepartment basketball tournament? When I first got the thought, I must say, shout out to Julius Fergus. I immediately call him and ask him, Julius, what you think? And, just run it through him. And he said, yeah, it's a good idea. So I actually wanted to have it last year. But I wasn't on island and, things wasn't going like how I wanted it to go. So I just said, let me just postpone it. And I think that this time around is the best time to actually have that because nothing is going on and it's leading up to St. Patrick's. So, yeah.
Sounds good. And you ran it by the two ladies next to you as well?
Yeah.
And what were their thoughts then and now that it's closer?
They will give you their thoughts.
Right. So we'll start with Miss Nelson and then we'll get Miss Clark in. And of course, remember that we're streaming live on our Facebook and YouTube channel. So you have to smile. All right? It's not just for radio. So tell us, Miss Nelson, and over to Miss Clark, Keela.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Get close to the mic.
Good afternoon. I think it was a good idea, so I encourage him to go ahead and do it.
And in terms of planning this, was it a hectic planning season or what?
Not really. When you have people that is willing to do what it takes, it doesn't take much to get it through.
All right. Miss Clark, speak to us, Keela.
Good afternoon. I think it was a great idea, even though I'm a new member of the team, but I think it's a good team building and it's a great initiative and just looking forward.
Right. So who has the schedule for the games? Who going to run through the games and tell us how many teams and all of that and the names of the teams that are down to participate?
So we have 5 teams so far. Well, we have 5 teams. We have Built Elites, Mull Renegades, Police Rollers, and
MSS Strikers
MSS Strikers
and Montserrat National Youth
Basketball. Okay.
But wait,
yes.
they work somewhere? No, someone needs to shed some light on that because I don't understand. I think it's a department kind of thing. You could have at least asked me to be a shooting guard from ZJB. I don't know. And you have Tall, Enver, and Ivor. You know, Ivor is a good basketball player, so
Could
definitely,
shoot,
yeah. So we'll be Enver in the center. You have me as a shooting guard. Ivor is the point guard, bringing over the ball.
You have no
and
medication. Stop talking.
Listen.
Can't keep up with you.
Stick to golf, mate.
Right in your check.
It's all right. So we have 5 teams down to participate. And in terms of, the feeling as we itch closer to the tournament, tell us about that. Who's going to tell us about that in terms of the feeling, as we're practically 48 hours away?
Yes, it's a good feeling. All the teams, captains, and the coach. Coach Ken over there is the coach for MSS Strikers. So it's a good feeling. Everybody is excited. The first game tomorrow would be Police Rollers against MSS Strikers. And the other game would be Built Elites versus the Montserrat National Youth Basketball Club.
So one team will rest nightly.
Yes.
Police
yes.
first. Why? That sounds like a setup, really. Police first. As the first rest. How come?
No, police will play the first game.
Yeah,
They play the first game.
Okay.
But what happened is that they picked, we did a raffle and everybody picked, and police pick MSS and Build pick
National Youth team.
National Youth.
So
team, yes.
Mul would be off.
Yes,
we would
Mul
have
be off.
current then.
It's a good look. And then on Saturday, tell us.
Yes, and on Saturday it will be just a minute.
Make sure you give us the right,
Yes.
the right information. In the meantime, Keela or Miss Nelson, in terms of the price, the admission for this event, games really, tell us.
So we have a season pass, a ticket pulse, and we have a few physical tickets. That's $120. You get 2 complimentary drinks, and for adults is $10 at the gate and $5 for children.
Hold on. 2 drinks per night.
Yes.
Oh, can for 2 drinks over the tournament? You have to make sure that it's 2 drinks per night because complimentary, how that go. Right. So you have the information for us, Dason?
Yes. So on Saturday night will be Police Rollers versus the Montserrat National Youth Basketball Club. And then you got Built Elites versus Mull Renegades.
All right. So how long is this tournament, by the way?
Okay. Did Mole get permission from Coach Head? for the name.
Oh, Renegades.
They are the ones who
I chose the names.
yeah, they are the ones who choose it.
But automatically, I'm going to choose Renegade. I'm going back Renegade.
Okay.
Patriotic, eh?
No, but once it's,
Yeah.
once it's Renegades, I have to support it. But it's written in a contract somewhere.
I like that. But yeah, how long is the tournament?
Yeah, the tournament would be running for 4 weekends. So it would be on the 13th, which is tomorrow, up until the 7th of March.
Or just before the 3-on-3 tournament then?
Yes.
All right, so it's non-stop basketball action.
Yes, definitely.
Sounds good. Now,
So-
you know, they sent people just don't do things like that. No, and I see 5 teams and I see 5 something. Tell us about that as well, in terms of the grand prize.
Yes. So the grand prize would be $5,000. Yeah. So the winner would get $5,000. We'll have MVP as well, and the best defensive player. They will get something. Yes.
Sounds good, boy. But in terms of sponsorship, you must have received some form of donation to make this happen, as it's your first event.
Yes, and I will turn the sponsorship over to Clark.
Miss Clark, speak to us. Is Delta a sponsor?
Yes, they are.
Right.
Right, so we'd like to thank all our sponsors. We have Victor Supermarkets, MS Osborne Limited, Bank of Montserrat, Arvin Supermarkets, Honorable Cranston Buffang, Osborne Service Center, Honorable Paul Lewis, Honorable Dwayne Hickson, Montserrat Shipping, Delta Petroleum, the St. Patrick's Cooperative Credit Union, DR Diagnostics, Tropic Feast, Honorable Dorset Hector, BBC Radio and TV, Summer Breeze, Caribbean Alliance. And we'd also like to thank the Royal Montserrat Police Service and the MABA.
Right. I realized when Desan was speaking, he mentioned that he was looking at the various departments and say, wow, he can have a basketball tournament. Knowing him, he's a footballer as well. So is that in the pipeline?
Well, Lenny, normally we have the Father's Day competition.
Oh, right.
Yes,
So
so-
you leave that alone?
Yeah. I'll leave that for, the person who dealing with that to speak about that.
Okay, sounds good. Right, so anything else you like to mention in terms of the tournament and
Yes,
what the public needs to know?
Yes. So on the 6th of March, right? I have that night as a Legends night. What I mean is that the older basketballers like Vakel and Randolph and them guys, they would be playing an exhibition match,
So
which I call the
Flow
Legends
versus
night.
Fire?
Say again?
Flow versus Fire?
Yeah. It's true, Nikan, yes.
No, if you really think about it, you can make up a
Nikan.
flow team,
Yeah.
But you need 1 or 2 young men with the older
Older
guys.
guys, yeah.
Because you have Kristen, you have
Kwasi.
Ran, you have Kwasi
Kwasi,
for flow.
yeah.
And then, you see, it's ideas flowing right now.
It's
Yes,
doable.
so work
you call
with
him
me.
out early.
Work
yes.
with me and I work with you.
Yes.
And if you don't look too sharp, maybe we might bring out a Pit Bulls team as well. Because most of those guys from Flow used to be a part of the Pit Bulls team. And I have trophies at my house that I usually look
Gosh, help us.
at. By the way, I have to dust them off this weekend.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, I just want to rub it in Kenty's face. You know?
Don't worry about that.
Remember, it's not his trophies, eh?
I don't know.
You forgot that I'm over here.
It's all good. Don't lay out everything, David. Don't lay out everything. But anything else that you like to mention in terms of the tournament?
Yes, there'll be drinks on sale, food on sale, so you just come out, enjoy yourself, and support the food and the bar.
To be honest, the $5,000 sound nice.
Good. It sounds good.
Of course.
It sounds really interesting. I mean, I think that's one of the highest prizes for a while. Yeah.
Right. And
What time does it kick off?
So
the first game, tip off.
The first game starts at 7:30, but there will be an open ceremony tomorrow. So we're gonna start from 7:15.
A quick opening ceremony.
Yes.
Oh, right. Get the praise and everything.
Yes.
And throw a little water and then wipe it up.
Yes.
You know you have to bless the court first. Definitely. You don't want anything, any incidents or accidents to happen at the court.
Yes, and my good friend Kenton Weeks has volunteered to help if there is any
Invoke
injuries.
God's presence. Oh. Oh, no, you said volunteer, so I thought he was going to do that first and then get into his normal duties, really.
No. I'm gonna be around, and just in case of anything, I'll step in.
You'll step in. Okay.
Yes, and thank you for that.
No problem.
Indeed. Right, so your thank yous, your final words as we wrap up this segment, Dason, Clark, and of course, Miss Nelson.
All right. So for each halftime show, there's something for the audience to win. So come out, participate, and you never know. There are prizes, small prizes for the audience to win.
Hold on, before you go. Hold on. So
Everyone
two giveaways
night.
per night
Yes.
Yes.
over 4 weekends.
Yes. Nothing too big, but you know,
that's big.
good.
you know, it's reasonable.
Something is better than that.
Yes, it's very reasonable.
Okay, right. Sounds good. Miss Clark, I'll leave Dason for last, so tell me.
Just to thank you again to our sponsors and the support from everybody who's behind the scene and the committee members and everything and everyone.
And before you go, I don't know if you can answer this. So if it's a success this year, or when it's a success, it's going to be...
We're trying to make it into an annual event, yes.
Okay.
More teams on board.
More teams.
Yes.
Right.
So you
But-
see,
but
the
was
sports
it-
calendar is, it's getting there. Lenny.
Yeah, but
So,
was it a paid registration kind of thing? Or you just register and then be a part of it?
Paid registration.
Oh, right. Okay, cool. Right, so Dason, over to you for your final words.
Yes, thanks. I just want to say to everyone to just come out and support the first ever inter-department basketball tournament. Come and support your loved ones, the department, your friend, your brother. Just come out and let's all have fun.
Or your own workplace?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
And it's Valentine's Day on Saturday.
So you're telling
we
Damien to support Built?
I
Yes.
still work for
Oh.
Built, sir. I can't.
I'll do. He's a cricketer.
I leave that off the ear, but it's Valentine's Day on Saturday, So I'm wondering if the inter basketball tournament cater for loved ones or have any giveaways, because I heard the lady to my left talk about giveaways really.
Yes, we do. As
Okay.
I said, it's not, too big. So still buy your spouse a
Right.
gift.
So
But
you see, lady.
you can come and participate, and you will get something.
All right, thank
What
you.
you need to do is just walk up randomly to couples on the night and just say, here.
What, kiss cam?
It's all good. So, Dason and Miss Nelson and Miss Clark, all the best. And to the teams, all the best. And come the weekend of March 6th, may the best. So that means it's like the playoffs. How it finishes on the 6th or the 7th?
So 7.
The 7th. So then semifinals night will be the 6th.
Yes.
Oh, right. So thank you again, and of course we wish you all the best for the 4 weekends of basketball here on Montserrat.
One day before the best day in the year,
Ah, boy, why?
Yes, Lenny, thanks for having us.
Next time planning, speak to me so we don't plan it close to nobody's birthday, yeah? Definitely.
All right.
Forever Positive Entertainment invites one and all to its inter-department basketball tournament starting on Friday, February 13 to Saturday, March 7th. This exciting action takes place at the Multipurpose Sports Complex in Little Bay. The matches will be played on Friday and Saturday nights, beginning at 7:30 p.m. Come see 5 teams battle for $5,000. Police Rollers, Mull Renegades, Built Elites, Montserrat Secondary School All-Stars, and the Montserrat Secondary School Basketball Club. Entertainment by Tribe Star. Drinks and food on sale. Adults pay $10. Children, you pay $5. Basketball. Be there. Forever Positive Entertainment invites one and all to its inter-department basketball tournament starting on Friday, February 13 to Saturday, March 7th. This exciting action takes place at the Multipurpose Sports Complex in Little Bay. The matches will be played on Friday and Saturday nights, beginning at 7:30 p.m. Come see 5 teams battle for $5,000. Police Rollers, Mull Renegades, Built Elites, Montserrat Secondary School All-Stars, and the Montserrat Secondary School Basketball Club. Entertainment by Tribe Star. Drinks and food on sale. Adults pay $10. Children, you pay $5. Basketball, basketball, basketball. Be there.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, and it all will tip off tomorrow evening at the Multipurpose Stadium in Little Bay. And as you heard, the Multipurpose Stadium in Little Bay. Netball, basketball, and something else that can be done at the Multipurpose Stadium is volleyball. And we do have members of the Montserrat Volleyball Association in. So I say good afternoon and welcome to the sports program from the Pavilion. You hearing me? You hearing me?
Good afternoon.
Right.
Good afternoon.
Right. Good to go. So welcome to the sports program, and of course new faces. Well, not really new faces behind volleyball, but yeah. We have a new president, that of Brother Denison Daly, and of course we have Darius Lewis in, and they'll be updating us in terms of what's in store. I know that they started the year by giving back and giving to the various primary schools and secondary schools on island. So I don't know if they want to start there and then we move on, but the microphone is yours if you want to start there this afternoon.
Yes, well, Lenny, one of the things we saw as being critical is to reestablish the awareness and the interest in the sport, and where better to start than the schools.
Mm-hmm.
So when we formed the new association, giving all props to Mr. Denfield Morris, who brought us a very long way. I think Kenton, he was also part of our original association, spanning more than 10 years, Kenton.
Wow.
So, we thought it was essential that as part of the new association, we try to bring in as much of the youth as possible. And we figured, hey, the year is starting off, the association is starting off, the school term is a new one. Let's build that interest.
Mm-hmm. From your point of view, Darius?
Well, I don't really have much to add to it.
Mm-hmm. Well, you were the guy that was out taking pictures?
Yes. Denison is a very busy man, so we kind of just... we were able to go into the different schools. Denison was unavailable at the time, so I was the face, but definitely not my idea solely. Mm-hmm. It was the association, the new executive. We came together, saw how we can give back, as we said, and that was one of the first steps. And the once we have that outreach into the schools, we can take it further from there, put the necessary steps in place after that.
Mm-hmm. And since then, I know it would have been a month now since you'd have done your first donation to the schools. What's the feedback like? Have you seen any interest or more interest in the sport?
So far, we have had a few more individuals come out from the secondary school. Mm-hmm. Also, to that, we also had an open day earlier in January. So, given that we were in the schools directly, and then the open day, we got a few new individuals that come out to practice and shown interest so far.
Mm-hmm. Well, how else? So, what other plans do you have in terms of getting the interest of youngsters in? Certain sports in Montserrat has been on the decline for some time now, and to get interest, they'll have to move away from the tablets and so forth and play more hands-on sports. So how is the Volleyball Association planning to get that done?
Well, Lenny, as we and you would have alluded in the initial phase in terms of the outreach to the schools, one of the core elements we want to do is to tackle it from both a private investment in self from parents and children, and from the academics component, which is the school environment, where we're hoping that the schools will reestablish, the level of sports days, where sports was no longer just the athletics. It entailed the little cricket, the little football, the little basketball competitions. And what we want to do is we want to be a part of that establishment. And not only that, but also to establish volleyball as a primary component within the summer school camps. So that's an area that we're looking at also to build interest and to further expose the sport. But generally, we have 2 official practice days that we currently, have volleyball, which is on a Wednesday, 4:30, and a Sunday at 4:30. But with the potential of having some outdoor facilities being, reestablished, we perhaps could even have volleyball more often. But in terms of, building further interest, we're still doing that community outreach, build the interest in one is going to invite another, that type of thing. But beyond that, we're hoping to have the schools, and especially the summer school programs, be an essential component of our outreach.
Well, I know as a new executive, I'm hoping that you would have at least a 3-year, plan. So where do you see volleyball in about 3 years from now? Now that you mentioned that you're going to try and get into the schools a bit more, the summer schools and so forth, so that the children now get acquainted with it. In 3 years' time, where do you see volleyball here in Montserrat?
Well, in 3 years' time, I anticipate we should have at least 1 or 2 persons who have received at least a volleyball scholarship. And I'm really aiming, the association entirely, we're aiming for at least perhaps within 4 to 5, being able to be recognized for volleyball, traveling to go somewhere to study with a volleyball associated support to them. But beyond that, we're hoping to be having our own leagues, participating at the regional level and building up our association and our national teams, not team, but teams on the youth team, the female team especially, because most persons would not know it, but we do have some very good female players.
Very good, Lenny.
And we want to give some recognition to that and encourage the young ladies, because volleyball is not just a male sport. It's a sport that's, there's a female component to it that's very dominant. And we've not been capitalizing on a lot of the opportunities. So, we're hoping and working towards having both male and female representation for the island, and perhaps having our own unique type of tournament that we will be discussing and building out some ideas on to be hosted in Montserrat. So, we always have the ability to be the first for certain things. We want to push to get certain things done.
We've seen basketball, we've seen netball, we've even seen futsal. Prevalent at the stadium. I know we've had a few matches at the stadium, but it would be nice for us to utilize that the facility for such. Any plans in the future for having just regular games there?
Yes, that is the objective. Right now, we've not yet reached the numbers that would facilitate us having specific disciplines in terms of the males and the females. So we will do a little bit of
co-ed.
Yeah, and
Lenny, I have to come. I'm not cutting you. I'm going to have to come out of retirement. If you went to Thompson Field campus, you know that
we played volleyball.
We play volleyball. We dominated that thing by that container.
I believe me.
Lenny, why do they do this all the time?
I was
But you just talk about your trophy. So
no.
digging Kenton about the trophy, so I'm digging you about we used to play.
We played volleyball, and we also used to play on the lawn by Church Road campus.
Yes.
Yeah, the flat lawn there in the front.
Well, while I was living in St. Kitts, I recognized that they had matches or practice, or what footballers would call it, scrimmage,
Yeah,
on the beach.
Yes.
would we need a lot more resources to get that done rather than going away from the 2 days training at the multipurpose center?
So you were echoing something that one of the association members is she's extremely interested in that aspect. And beach volleyball is in fact a critical component of volleyball. That's something that we're looking into.
And it's a two team.
And it's a two on the court. But we're working towards it, and not even just looking to limit it to the physical beach, but have an area that is set up, a pit, sand pit that would facilitate the ability to have that aspect of the sport. But it's part of the
blacks are hard to jump on.
The harder it is to practice is the better you get at it.
Yeah, that is
stronger anyway.
So,
your legs have to work.
Yes.
But are the rules different with beach volleyball than playing on a court?
Yes, they are.
Well, how it varies? Tell me.
Well, in the indoor aspect, you have 6 players on the side. In the beach, especially, you have 2. Other little small nuances in terms of contact and so forth.
Oh, okay, right. So you believe folks would be more interested in the beach?
Well, we don't want to sell it as being more interested in one or the other. We want the love for the sport to build, and then based on skill set, based on agility, ability, because if you can imagine a 9x9 area being covered by 2 players is going to take a lot more out of you than 6.
You better believe it.
And then the sand itself
running
brings
in
its
the
own
sand,
level of complexity.
Yeah.
So it's something that is going to afford us the ability to have different levels of players.
Yeah.
And based on what we're able to develop, you may be able to get 4 good players. That means you can now have 2 or beach volleyball teams. So it's what we get and how we develop, and over time we will look to have a representation in as many areas as possible. But again, I want to make sure I emphasize, it's not just the males we're looking to establish. We're looking to establish the female teams as well.
But one of the things will be a great marker for progress, especially at the grassroots level, that the youngsters will see a volleyball and start treating like a volleyball instead of basketball.
A basketball or football.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be difficult, isn't it?
It's happening at school. It's happening at the secondary school.
They know. That's why I think it's a smart thing to infiltrate the summer school program. The summer school and the primary school.
Yes.
And start laying seeds, planting seeds.
Yeah, because really, in a lot of countries, your ability to graduate from certain establishments, you were required to have been part of a sporting program. And this is something I think would be very, very important within our current environment.
Right. So I remember when I came back from Australia, I kept saying to my colleagues, those are requirements, not in high school, in primary school. You have to be enrolled in at least 2 sports to continue to go to that school, and that's wide across the whole of Australia. Yeah. So I think that if we take that mantle, we should have a lot more kids coming out playing sports.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
But I think, but when I went to school, I know guys don't like to hear that, but in order to think, you have to be involved in 2 extracurricular.
They call it.
And it was actually on your report card.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. I know the coaches used to have to sign off.
Yeah.
On,
and if
on
you
the
didn't
report
come,
cards.
it's like you missed class.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
So it was that choice. You pick your 2. It could be science club, it could be cricket, it could be steel pan, it could be something, but they were looking to develop holistic
individuals. Yes.
That sounds real good. Now, in terms of the open day that was held a week or 2 ago, how was that initiative?
So the aim of the open day was just to attract as many people from the community to come out and just to see what volleyball is like. If they want to have a feel for it, and they were invited onto the court to run through a few drills. Denison introduced them to bumping, passing, serving, blocking, and then also got into like some of the drills that we actually practiced with the youngsters. And it was very entertaining. We had very good participation, and then after that we kind of gave them a little demonstration of what a full game would be like. And then after that, we did get a good number of people to actually follow up and come through to the different practices. So I would definitely say we might look to do one very soon or something very similar in the near future.
Sounds like. Go ahead, Denison.
No, I was just going to expand on a little bit of what Darius was saying there in terms of, when we put the open day together, we're also hoping that, and as we do other open days, we're hoping that not just the youngsters, not just the more older or senior persons in the community, but we would like parents to come out and see what the sport is about, understand the level of discipline that is required to be a part of the program, so that they can make an informed decision whether or not they would like to have their children enrolled within the program. Because what we want to do with volleyball is to establish an environment where it's not just sports, the academics are going to be important. Because as part of the association, what we want to have happen is anyone who's enrolled within the program, we're going to be providing them with support. So if for example, one of our youngsters especially getting ready for CXCs and so forth, if they're not performing to their fullest level, we're going to be asking, well, what are your grades like? What's your attendance like at school? And based on those things, we make a determination. Okay, so during this period, you're going to have to be, you're going to have to take a little time off. You're going to have to focus on school. We're going to provide you with the support you need. So the open day is intended to serve as a holistic introduction of volleyball and the approach that we are taking as an association to the sport to ensure that anyone who's involved in the program is a holistic individual within the community.
The advantages of volleyball it's a dynamic sport like basketball. And a lot of basketball players gravitate to volleyball as well. It's a non-contact sport. So
for the most part.
For the most part. You don't willfully go and set screens and all this. You don't have to worry about that. You have to keep your eye on the ball.
Yes.
You better keep your eye on the ball. But it's something that it's about skill, about technique, about being put in the right positions and so forth. And there's a lot of little nuances about the sport. And it's rather easy to learn, hard to master maybe.
Difficult to master.
But you can learn the concepts rather quickly.
Yes.
I know that recently as well, some members would have gone off island to up their skill sets. So if you can tell us about that too.
Initially in 2024, a group of us, 4 of us, went off to St. Kitts to do a coaching course that was short course, more focused on the beach aspect of volleyball. But it's the same set of skills that you're learning, just kind of more fine-tuned for beach. But from then on, that's when we came back and we kind of got a renewed love for the sport, and we're trying to push, and that's where we are now because of that initial push. Recently in December, and just gone, we returned to St. Kitts to do more a sort of an administrative level workshop, where we actually do stuff on the association level, like dealing with the constitution, referees, coaches, and that kind of like the administrative stuff, not directly with coaching, but all those skills are definitely what we're going to implement going forward into the new association.
I've been hearing new association, new executive. Who are the members of the executive or the entire association, just to bring the listeners closer to the volleyball family?
I'm very happy you mentioned that, Lenny. So right now we have the executive, which has been established, and the wider association, we're looking to facilitate the elections for some additional posts and roles. So right now we have Ms. Vita Nicholas, Vita Nicholas, who is the treasurer, Kalia Critchlow, who is the secretary, Darius Lewis, the vice president, myself as the president of the association, and the other roles, we're seeking to have persons who are interested to become a part of the association with an election that we should be carrying out maybe in about a week or two. And we'll also be having an introductory meeting, a general meeting, to facilitate a discussion with persons who are interested so that everyone would know exactly where things are happening, get a copy of the Constitution, ask questions, so we can have informed person being a part of the association.
Right. So do you see the association putting on maybe a weekend of games? Do you see that you'll have the interest by then to maybe, just like how we have a weekend of basketball action, football action, do you see that happening before the end of 2026, God willing?
Lenny, you seem to be very much seeking to spoil the surprises, but you've been part of the meetings somewhere in the background. But
spiritually.
Yes. I think it's definitely where we are heading. And I don't like to say hope, I like to say we're working towards things. And that is what we're working to establish. And more than just the weekends, but similar to the basketball and futsal and so forth, we want to have these things as part. So what I'm working towards, or we're working towards, is when basketball is over, futsal is over, you have volleyball. So it's like, you bridge the gaps.
It's continuous, eh?
Continuous activities. That's what we're going to have to do. And, especially we have the facility.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the day, we were out there playing volleyball in the wind.
Some hard surfaces.
Yeah. And now we have
on the side. Hard rock surfaces.
Yeah, so
no diving.
We now have the facilities where we can play in comfort. We have the lights. You don't have to worry about the elements. Mm-hmm. So we're going to make use of it.
Yeah.
Well, in terms of if one wants to, now they're listening to us here on ZGB Radio and they want to be a part of it, how can one join? Do they pop up on Wednesday afternoons or Sunday afternoons, or they can contact a member of the executive to be a part of it?
My recommendation is they pop up on Wednesday and Sundays. Wednesdays and Sundays. They show up, and we have a very open and welcoming family. And we will embrace everyone who's interested. We'll bring you up to speed because the numbers are essential for quality. It also, there's a significance in having enough persons available in terms of the quality of the drills. This is something that is very much important. Volleyball is not like a basketball. One man cannot win you a game. You need that holistic team effort, and that's the critical thing about volleyball. You need those numbers. So Sundays and Wednesdays, and once we establish other areas where we can actually have our practices, we'll increase the days.
Yes, and they can also follow the Montreal Volleyball Association on Facebook by the same name, Montreal Volleyball Association.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
Lenny, I saw a guy recently. I was on YouTube, and the guy have like a 42-inch leap, and I saw him spike that ball with such ferocity, man. I don't know who could stop that. I mean, volleyball, as like all the other sports, the jumping sport, it has become more and more dynamic. It's very exciting, and I think it's something that young people, once they get acquainted and know what's about, they would love it. They would love to join.
Well, let's take this call. You open to calls, Dennison?
Yeah, of course, it's your show, sir.
All right, so we missed that one. Let's see if the person is calling back. ZGB, good afternoon and welcome to the sports program.
Hi, how are you?
We're good.
The rest?
Mm-hmm.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Happy to hear. You get me so excited to hear that you bring in volleyball to Montserrat. And the youth, they should enjoy it. Because I remember in the 60s, for St. Martha Elementary School in Curacao, I was on the team. We started practicing in 6th grade and 7th grade. You get selected. And my last game before I left Curacao for Montserrat, I did 7 serves. And I could always remember that number.
Indeed. Nice. All right.
So it's a nice sport. You'll enjoy.
Right.
Definitely.
Thank you very much, Carla. All right. In terms of overseas representation, are there any tournaments scheduled for any time soon for volleyball? Or?
One of the important things we, as an association, we want to focus on, Lenny, is the quality of representation more than the quantity of representation.
I like that.
And the moment we have established a team that is solid enough to go out there and give us a representation we are proud of, we will be on every flight, every open tournament that there is. But up to that point in time, what we want to do is we want to build the capacity, because a lot of the times we, in the interest of representing, we do not seek to establish the right foundation. And we want whoever is representing us as Montserrat to have that discipline and that ethic, that work ethic, in order to go out there and make us proud.
Oh, sounds good. So in doing that now, Dennison, are we looking to have teams come here to make sure that we're not just playing amongst ourselves and then think that we can go out there and beat the world? Will the world be coming to us?
That is the objective, Lenny. We definitely want to be one of those countries that are willing to host and, you know, invite our colleagues, our friends on the outside to bring volleyball to Montserrat, because I mean, I think there's a lot of interest that would be generated from seeing other countries represented here in Montserrat playing a sport, and not just us going away all the time and no one is able to relate to the actual sport itself on a higher level.
And
go ahead.
While we were in sync, it's interacting and networking. There were also many associations, federations, national federations we call it, that actually seek, like, sort us out to say, hey, can we come? They've never been to Montserrat, they want to come to Montserrat. But we did let them know, you know, we're rebuilding right now. So once we're ready, we'll send out the invitation. So it won't always be a national team. There are many different smaller clubs that are spread out throughout the different islands that are willing to come over, you know, once. Some from Antigua, some from St. Kitts, you know, the nearby islands. They'll come over and, you know, give us a little rivalry.
I like the sound of that in terms of you know, what we used to call sports. Oh my goodness,
tourism.
Yes, sports tourism. So definitely a good look. In terms of if someone wants to join the association or the executive, are there dues to be paid? You know, folks need to know certain things before they get into it. So speak to us in terms of if someone wants to be a part of the association, not just playing volleyball, but want to be a part of the administration.
Yes, so the part of the association would require the payment of dues. However, at this point, seeing that the association has not been fully established, there's a little, you know, pause on that at the moment. But once we've established the full association, the full executives, we would then have a discussion within the grouping, and that's part of the reason why we wanted persons to attend the annual general meeting before we have the wider elections, so that everyone would be informed as to, you know, what the plans are for the association and the extent of investment, because we do not expect or desire to be one of those associations where only 3 or 4 persons are doing everything. Volleyball going forward is intended to be a hands-on association. When you say you're a part of volleyball, you understand that it means you're doing something. You understand? And I can assure you there are a few persons within the executive right now who they're always on the go. They you know, something, we have to keep doing something. So we want the wider association to be a reflection of that. So it's not intended to be a case where I'm a part of the association and, hey, yeah, that's just a little thing I put on my little resume
CV,
there.
yeah.
You know, it's going to be a case where you're a part of the association and you're actually putting in that work.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Right. So anything else that you would like to mention as we get to the end of the conversation for today?
Quick, I would just like to ask the time.
Go ahead,
Did you say the time? Did you
Yes,
mention the time?
4:30 on Wednesday and Sundays.
So 4:30.
Yes.
Okay. And you just walk in and
Yes, of course.
What type of attire you tell the public to wear to
Well,
come to?
If I recall correctly, as it relates to the stadium, especially when you're going to be practicing any sport on the stadium, you know, you walk with your casual shoes,
Your soft walkers.
your soft walkers up to the point that you're on the court. On the court, whatever you're wearing on the court is not what you would have worn on the outside. You know, so it's going to be proper sneakers, properly laced up. In terms of your physical representation, your fingernails need to be properly kept. Jewelry is at a minimum, and shorts, comfortable enough attire. And
breathable attire.
Breathable attire. And,
yeah, because you're going to sweat.
You're going to sweat. And, so that's the extent of it. If you have to have the knee pads, the elbow pads, those are a plus. But again, all of these are things that we're looking to establish as part of the association. So once we build out and we start generating funds, not just going out there and seeking sponsorship, but generating funds within work, we would be seeking to properly kit out our yes. And
we have a caller.
Good afternoon, caller. Welcome to the sports program.
Yes, good afternoon, Big Lenny. Good afternoon to the panel.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, me hear one, Mr. Dennison.
Yes, it is.
Yes, me hear you say one man cannot win a game in volleyball. Okay, foolish question, eh? So the whole world I go here on foolish question to Mr. Dennison. No. Mr. Dennison, so you got the last point to make. So let me say that the individual were up to the net. Slam the ball down on the ground without the other side get to touch the ball. So that's the winning shot.
Yes.
How much somebody do that?
One person.
but here's the beautiful, and here's the beautiful equalizer. Here's the beautiful equalizer.
All right, no problem. Go ahead, Dennison. Go ahead.
The beautiful equalizer within that is the volleyball rules does not allow you one individual to touch the ball
3 times
consecutively.
Yeah,
you understand? So it must, especially if it's a situation where it's a set play, some other member of his team has to make contact with that volleyball
and set him up.
But bear in mind, even if he is fortunate enough to be the one who makes that winning kill, the other 24 points must have been supported by the group. So, we appreciate the fact that the execution would have come from the individual.
Yeah.
But the way that the sport is designed, it's a team sport.
But as in all team sports, the person who scores or has the amount of kills always seems to be the centerpiece.
The centerpiece.
But there's a lot to be said about defense and digging out some of those.
So, and then you spoke that you saw a video of a really good hitter.
Yeah.
Somebody has to be a good setter.
You look at the hitters. The hitters, I like to see the nice, beautiful sets when it's in slow motion, book. And then the hitter comes in.
But it's important to put things in perspective, and I understand what the individual is saying. And one of the things I've always appreciated in our sports, is in volleyball especially, is that volleyball players tend to be more team-minded, because we understand, especially because of that limitation of contact. The limitation of contacts make you appreciate the skill of your teammates. Because if your setter doesn't get a good pass, you as a hitter, your quality of your set goes down. Now, even if you are a poor hitter and you have a good setter, you still look good.
Yeah.
So I always say, when I'm doing my trainings, I always say to my athletes, every contact should improve the other. And no mistake is individual, because when you lose a point, it's the team who's lost the point.
Yep.
You understand? So you win, you lose as a team. Yeah.
It's pretty much a team sport.
It's very much a team-oriented sport.
Yeah. All right, sounds good. So your final words right around the table for you and Darius. And a reminder.
I just want to invite everyone to come out. Sundays and Wednesdays, 4:30. Follow us on Facebook, Montreal Volleyball Association.
Easy like that?
Easy like that. So I just want to say thank you for the opportunity, Lenny, to you and the panel.
Before we wrap up, don't be a stranger. Don't be a stranger. Whenever there's things brewing, you just simply say, I need to be on.
Will do, Lenny.
Thank you very much.
And especially Darius is going to be one of the key persons, as he indicated. I'm normally in and out a lot. So nothing that is being done is an individual. It's all about the association working together. And I just want to say thank you, like I said again, to the previous executive, to Cadet, who has been instrumental in getting things moving to where we are. He's still very much instrumental in what we're going to be doing going forward. We want to encourage as many interested persons as possible. Again, you may not be able to be a part of the physical game, but you can provide that contribution within the executive, within the association, within the wider community to further uplift the sport. Because, especially if we're able to get scholarships and so going, we want to make sure that we have a good footing for our youngsters, our children to be able to benefit on and build on. So, don't be a stranger. Come out, and I really think it's essential for the parents of those youngsters who are part of the current crop to come out and support these kids. Show up unexpectedly and let them see that you're appreciative of the fact that when they left home and they said they were going to volleyball, they actually came to volleyball. And where they were 3 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago, 6 months ago, you can see the difference and the growth. And then, you can encourage them at home, because I think that is something that would help. Because when they go to school, they say, hey, my mom came and she was very proud of me. Another child is going to hear that and say, okay, that's maybe how I'm able to, build that community mindset. So, come out and show support, encouragement. Maybe you might be able to assist and provide support in other ways. We don't know everything within the association all by ourselves. We're open to ideas, and we're willing to work with everyone.
Indeed.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Dennison. Thank you, Darius, and all the best to you and the executive and the entire association, in terms of volleyball here on Island.
Thank you.
All right. God bless. Right. So they had it, the president and the vice president, just letting us know what's happening in terms of volleyball here on Montserrat. And it seems like things will be happening. And, of course, we'll be in the know, if I may say, in terms of volleyball action here in Montserrat. So a good look, guys. A good look.
Yes.
Yeah,
and I must say, Lenny, I didn't get the chance to tell him. They have a young player. I think it's Kai. Gray. Very disciplined. I can tell you, I had a meeting down at the court. He came with his team. I think it was Cheviana. And they, without any supervision, took out the apparatus out of the ground. I didn't realize it was...
there's something in the ground?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So they took out the different patches, took out the two side poles, set up the nets, got their nets and everything, and then they got into their warm-up routine. Also giving advice about they had a festival, and he spoke in class and said, please come out on the Sunday and everything else. And as the coach said, the president said, discipline. You watch those players, that coach don't play when it's time to practice. He's very stern. Also, he makes sure that you have fun. You do it again and you run it. So I would say, again, to the listening public, again, to go out and do something like that. They might say, why are we talking about so much sports? But our children need to find their niche. They need to find which one they're good in.
It's a sports program.
Yes. Yes.
Might as well talk about sports.
Well, for me, it's always draw back to the days of, Lenny, you might wondering what I'm talking about like people like Misty May and those people playing for America, especially on those beach volleyball competitions. So, it mounted them especially, and they're females. Yeah. So I would like to just to expound on the president. Our sports in Montserrat are calling for females. Yeah. Because you can see the niche now establishing worldwide, where ladies now are getting more involved in sports. So it's a good thing. Ladies, especially if you have free time, or not if you have free time, try and make some time and get on board on one of the sports. on one of the sports boards or get involved in one of the sports in Montserrat.
Yeah.
Indeed. Right, so that's that, and we have covered a lot this afternoon in terms of the local scene, and I must say, since we've been back, this is the second week, and we're going, last week we did practically the entire program on the local scene, and this week we've made it to 5 practically on the local scene, hoping that we can continue, showcasing what's happening here in Montserrat locally in terms of sports. Now, we're into the ICC corner, World Cup corner, and there have been some exciting matches to date. But what we're going to do, throughout this entire tournament, we'll go through the various matches over the week that we would be out. And then, we look ahead with our predictions in terms of what we can expect from the various teams. So last Saturday morning, guys, bright and early, the first game in the ICC T20 World Cup. And of course, listeners, if you want to, if you can join the discussion as well in terms of some of the exciting games, and share your views on them as well as we chit chat right here on the sports program. Now, so the first game, bright and early Saturday morning, saw Pakistan beating the Netherlands by 3 wickets with 3 balls remaining. Netherlands, they got 147, and Pakistan 148 for 7.
Yeah,
what can you guys say?
Netherlands threw away that game. That drop catch, especially in the latter part. I think if that guy had took that catch, Netherlands would have created the first upset of the ICC I think they beat Pakistan last year in USA, if my mind serves me right.
Yeah.
So, that was my only bad call in regards to Netherlands, but they have looked good so far.
Playing good.
Batting, bowling, fielding, their energy has been up. We know Pakistan has a tendency to flutter, especially in World Cups. They play good throughout the year, and then once it's World Cups, that's something else. So, that was my only setback for that game, basically, because I'm rooting for the underdogs in this World Cup.
Kenty, Kenford,
I share the same sentiment watching those two teams.
I'm telling you, in this World Cup, right? And we saw it with Netherlands and Pakistan. Everybody think they have a shot.
Yeah.
And they're playing as if they have a shot. And in the shot of the game, if one of the big giants get in a little hole, it might be too deep to get out of in time for 20 overs. So the mindset has to be, when you're playing against the so-called lesser teams, you have to be aggressive.
Yeah.
You have to attack them as if you are attacking an Australia or an India.
Or South Africa. Yeah.
All right, so that was the first game in the tournament. The second game at 5:30 that morning saw the Windies beating Scotland by 35 runs. West Indies, they scored 182 for 5, and they dismissed Scotland, for 147 inside the 20 overs. Your views?
I was a bit scared.
Yeah, we batted good in regards to Hetmeyer just came off a plane, and his innings was a fairly good one. Yeah. However, we bowled badly. I think Scotland was 130 something for 2 of 3.
Yeah.
And they just withered away. Romario Shepherd took a hat-trick, took 4 wickets in an over. And I think that Scotland was under pressure because those wickets at that point of time in the game wasn't needed. So you could have seen the immaturity in regards of Scotland then, but I think that we bowled bad in that game, especially for a side like Scotland to scare the whole of the Caribbean, because I'm telling you, at 132 for 2, I was a bit worried.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I was in a particular establishment, and I was looking at the scorecard and was saying, what's happening here, boy? Is this the first one? And definitely when I took my eyes off and turned certain things, I came back and saw that, hey, West Indies, but I was like, yeah, everybody in that establishment was like, what happened? I said they won.
Yeah.
And that was it. So a good look there for the Windies in that opening match for them. The second game that day saw the third, yes. The third game that day on the opening day was India
USA.
versus the
USA.
United States of America. India, they won that game by 29 runs. India got 161 for 9, and the United States 132 for 8 off their 20.
I think it came down to the lack of game time and the parts of USA.
Yeah.
But the India captain, I must hold up my hand and say that guy is something very, very special in world cricket. He can hit the ball 360 degrees at either side of the wicket very easily. If he wants to hit a guy deep backward square on the leg side, he can do that from outside half stump. And I think that game needed to happen to show you the kind of class a batsman can have playing these tournaments. But kudos to USA. I think they're missing the guy Jones that got sanctioned by the ICC.
But how long is he out for though?
I think it's three months. I think it's months, not years. I think it's months. Okay. But you could see that they're struggling, especially in that middle, in that depth, where he would have come in and won that game for USA last year in the previous World Cup. So they're bowling. It's USA anyway. It's gonna be a lot of medium pace. A lot of spin because
so Ali Khan is medium pace, Damien?
No, well, like I said, a lot of medium pace. When you get rid of Ali Khan has 4 overs, of pace, and then there's nothing else. There's just swingers, the left arm pacer that has the old beard like he's an old guy. He swings it, he bowls the new ball fairly well, and then you have the left arm spinner. He has gotten a lot of better control in last time I've seen him at the previous World Cup. But game time, I think game time proved that India would have won that game because USA hadn't played a lot of T20 throughout the year.
Right. Kenford, anything you want to add in terms of that game?
Not to that one.
All right. So we move on to Sunday morning, again bright and early. We saw Afghanistan taking on, and what I like, is how they schedule. If you turn in the night 1:30, you get a game, and then by the time you wake up fully 5:30, there's the start of another one. Yeah. And by the time you're about to get into your day at 9:30, the final one. So Sunday, the 8th of February, we would have seen Afghanistan up against New Zealand, where New Zealand won that game by 5 wickets with some 13 balls remaining. Afghanistan, they got 182 for 6, and New Zealand 183 for 5 off 17.5 overs.
According to both, Afghanistan, their players are a bit of age. Nabi and these guys.
What's that bowler? The one.
Loki Ferguson.
The unique. Stop.
Yeah. But I feel like New Zealand, on the other hand, is a force to be reckoned with. Glenn Phillips, that guy that played for St. Lucia Kings, Tim Seifert, and you still have Conway. You still have
Tim Allen.
You still have Finn Allen. And Conway, I think they dropped Conway for the last game. So especially, their bowlers are not somebody that's radical or somebody that you would see on a world stage. They would shock you, but they would get the job done.
So that's New Zealand versus Afghanistan. And the second game of that day saw England. England versus Nepal. And England, they won that game. Listen carefully, folks, by 4 runs. England, they scored 184 for 7. Nepal, 180 for 6 off 20 overs. Now, listen, after that game, the captain said more teams, they need to play more, what is it? They need to play more games
against the higher nations.
Right.
That's what I keep saying. These countries, they're playing more ICC qualifiers, right?
Yeah.
And for Nepal especially, Nepal has been dominating ICC qualifiers for years. They have players that play all over the world.
Yeah.
And I think that England took it very lightly, like a game that they would walk over in the park. They bowl bad. I think their tactics in the power play, trying to hit the stump, showing that Nepal was an easy target to the bowl down route. And Nepal came out firing, guns blazing, Jaffa going at 10s. The other bowlers, Adil Rashid, was going at 10s.
Yeah,
And
I've never seen Ade win.
that's to
It's
show
like that.
you. So the last over, I think they needed seven runs.
11.
Right, and I was
11
in
off
church.
7,
I had to flip out my phone and watch that because I was praying. I was saying, I'm in church already.
Well, you're right. Place to pray.
Yeah, God just give me that grace and get Nepal over the line. And yeah, it came down to a part that it's not a place that they would have find themselves on a daily basis, and they didn't know what to do. Definitely, because some of the balls they should have won that game.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
I think
Nepal now they have gained some strength in terms of their motivation. After pulling that game so close against England.
I think Nepal you could take them lightly if you want to, but remember Nepal is right next to India.
Yes.
A lot of these guys probably play some level of cricket in India. They're going to be familiar with the settings, conditions, the pitches. I'm not sleeping on Nepal, and I'm hoping that a certain other team won't be sleeping on Nepal.
They're in the same group. Anyways, they would have played them, I think, sometime last year, but it wasn't the full strength team.
No, we're not working with that. That's an excuse.
Yeah, we lost
badly.
Yeah.
Well, listen, let me call his brother. Let me see what he's up to, because he's sending me some messages and I want to get his views, because he seems like he doesn't sleep at night time, and he's giving his views, but I think I'll get him online.
No, he's supposed to call.
Yeah,
if it's mid-off supposed to call, especially in this time.
I'm getting someone else online. And yeah, I'm not getting him. He answer. He say busy now. How could you be busy and talk and texting me? He needs to understand certain things. But let me take this call. ZJB, good afternoon and welcome to the sports program.
Yes. Well, may I go be quick.
Uh-huh.
The first somebody may call for where is Pastor Buffon?
I spoke to him over the weekend. I don't think that he, there's a little flu going around, so he's not up to scratch. And even in his voice, he didn't sound too good, so he's resting. If you realize you didn't hear him on Sunday.
Okay, because I'll repeat the program.
Right.
Because if Pastor Buffon me then know Pastor Buffon would tell Damien that nobody can solve Thomas, but he did
All right. Now, Damien, my good friend, Baz Chambers, he's saying, so it's Damien who made Nepal lost. And it's pronounced Nepals. Tell your panelists, please. He said next week. He'll be in next week. But and Damien should have concentrated on the word and not cricket. Patriot right. But Chambers, guys, we're gonna hold him to his promise that he'll be in next week to talk more in terms of the ICC T20 World Cup. So Baz, you can't come in no excuse next week.
Yeah,
you'll be in the hot seat right here. Good to go. So we move on from England and Nepal. We're down to the 6th game, and that's a Group B affair between Sri Lanka and Ireland. And Sri Lanka, they won that game by 20 runs. Sri Lanka got 163 for 6. Ireland 143 all out.
Sri Lanka is at home, eh? Sri Lanka has always been a team that is very, very, very challenging at home. And so far they have been proven that they are hard to beat in their home. But however, Ireland, again, had that game in their grabs.
Who was it, Tector?
Yeah, it was Tector. Had that game in their grabs, but the lack of depth in that side cost them that game. If they just needed one all-rounder, next all-rounder, and they could have gotten over the line.
Oh, wait, Sterling, he's done with that?
No, he opened the batting.
What,
but
did he? It wasn't Adair and
no, Sterling opened the batting. Paul Sterling and
I thought it was
another
Adair.
guy.
I thought it was Adair.
But Paul Sterling, I think, should call it quits.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I didn't realize that he was there.
He ran down the pitch for a spinner and got bowled.
Right. Oh, but I said that he's the captain. Paul Sterling is the captain of Ireland. But for some reason I didn't see him. I didn't see him.
Yeah.
They last too long.
Yeah, he did last too long. In regards to his fitness, he looks very in looking poor shape.
Oh,
to
he
be
got
honest.
injured while batting. You see why Baz should just call in?
He didn't get injured during
During
batting,
batting.
Lenny.
Oh, then
He
did what
ran
about-
down the
The
wicket
wicket.
to a spin ball and got bowled.
Oh.
So it happened so fast that people couldn't remember.
All right, sounds good. So, in terms of Sri Lanka, easy pickings for them.
But when you're home, as Damien said, they're going to be,
You have
especially with the
crowd
spinners
and everything.
Yeah.
And but you notice inside of this T20,
Uh-huh.
the pitches are making runs.
Yeah.
So far, yeah.
Well,
Mostly
a lot
180
of
plus.
runs.
well, we have to talk about as Boof would have said.
The scientists.
The boundaries in India, you hit a 60, 70 meters.
Yeah.
Sri Lanka is no different. So I think that ICC had the World Cup here for a reason, so we could get 200
But you see it.
and
It's coming.
stuff.
It's coming.
Plus the IPL is happening in a couple months, so I guess they're looking out for
Promotions.
future stars and stuff.
Damien, seems like Baz said that he was watching. Paul Sterling actually retired hurt. Yeah, for 1 run, 1 ball. And he retired hurt. He went for a run and pulled up. So that's what happened then. Oh, so Adi actually opened the innings with him. That's what I even Enver telling us first ball, boy. So Harry Tector got
He
nod.
he was the
And Lokan Tucker got 24. And he's like Enver watching the game in highlights now. So maybe he should
Enver.
put it up on
what
the
Sri
screen.
Lanka versus Ireland.
Yes, that's what I was.
Paul Sterling was bowled for 6.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm not asking. Any I dream I eat this thing for fun, you know. Paul Sterling was bowled by Tikshana for 6 running down the wicket. Bowled.
Well, Baz and Enver, you guys. Oh, listen, I'm properly confused right now. I know I watched.
You read the wrong something.
Lenny, you read the wrong messages
read
and
the
tying
wrong
Enver and Uncle Baz in this?
No. He retired. His last game was against Australia. So they're talking about the Australia game.
Oh, okay.
Seems
yeah,
like.
okay.
Right. But no, it can be. It can be.
The Australia game.
We'll walk it out.
We work it. No, that was
As
the 14th
later.
match,
Oh.
Australia versus Ireland.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, but we had the third match.
Right, because
Yeah.
you know
On the
me,
Sunday.
I was definitely
Vish.
Yeah.
viewing certain things
Yeah,
last night. getting
So
set for the
that was their first match. That was Sri Lanka first
Right.
match and Ireland's first match.
Right, and Sri Lanka won that game by 20
by
runs.
20
20
runs.
runs,
Paul
yeah.
Sterling ran down the wicket to Tikshana and got bowled.
Right, so Baz and Enver, keep calm. We're getting to that game
Yes,
soon.
definitely.
We're getting to that game soon. All right, so let me see before we move on. Someone else is sending in a message here, a voice note. We'll get to that. I can't really listen to that right now. But ZJB, good afternoon and welcome to the sports program.
Good afternoon, comrades.
Oh, right.
good afternoon.
You found your voice, and it's nice to know that you found it.
I have not found it.
It's still lost.
Lingering.
It's lingering.
Linger.
Right, tell
I'm
us.
calling now because I know by the time you all get to the West Indies, it's going to be 5 minutes to 6.
Okay, so we should speed it up.
I want to tell you all this. that we have to start with the West Indies first.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of what time to play. First. Because if you don't do that, we're going to hear news time. Forget about news time, let the West Indies now.
Okay. All right, so we'll put a pause by Sri Lanka and Ireland because we want to touch on that game with South Africa and, of course,
Afghanistan.
that tight
Right.
game. But let's jump down. So we're at match 6, so we'll jump down to yesterday's match between West Indies and England. That's the game that we'll touch on. Or you want to touch on the Scotland one first, Boof, and then
Well, we touched that already.
yeah, but Boof might want to say something in terms of Hetmeyer's big innings with his black hair.
Well, Uncle
That's what
Buff,
we need to deal with West Indies because nobody discussing West Indies in Scotland now.
Right, so tell us.
You have to discuss West Indies. So this is my thing, right? And 2 things I say. Kenton, you should be happy because Murty now doing something we advocated 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And we asked him to start bowling some wrist spin.
Yeah.
Now, although those balls are not converted into China men,
Yeah.
they are useful top spinners and sliders.
Yeah.
And on those pitches in India that are smooth, that's a useful delivery. As you see how we got the young batter from England now.
Yeah, Jacob.
Especially against the left-handers,
You have to do that because if you bowl your normal stock delivery to the left-handed batsman, it's going to be food on those small grounds in India, right?
Yeah.
So you got to go the other way and then roll your conventional leg break to the right-handed batters. But I say even sometimes you need to perhaps go on board topspin back of the hand to some of the right-handed batters as well. Because the pitches, all you have to do is bowl straight, right? They're not going to read you. So I'm glad to see that. I want to tell you one thing, and I want to comment the guys. I want to commend the rest of this team. I like the way they look. I still have a problem with Damien Friend.
Who that?
King?
Your Jamaican batter.
Okay.
Okay,
Say it no more.
Let me tell you the problem we have, right? Is that we're still stuck in the 1912 mentality that we should never change a winning team. I never believe in that doctrine at all. I believe it's a bad doctrine because you've got to play horses for courses. So notwithstanding that you won, what happened to this young batsman from Guyana? Everybody tell me he's so good.
August? What's his name?
No, August is from St. Lucia.
No, he's from St. Lucia.
What's his name?
Guyana batsman.
Somebody from Guyana.
Oh, the guy that is in the team right now?
Yeah.
He hits the ball hard.
Yeah. You're talking about, oh my goodness. What's his name?
Why is going to cost us?
But he opens the batting for Guyana.
Samson.
Yeah, he opens the batting for Guyana in the CPL.
Yeah, Samson.
Right.
Yeah.
Why are you going to cost West Indies team if we let him open? That's why I'm asking the question.
I don't think he would cost anything because that's his natural role.
All right. So, King is really a 50-over player. He needs time.
Yeah.
All right? And he got a brain problem. He got a serious brain problem. Hope got out, right? But if Hope gets out, you stabilize and stay around.
2 balls after.
Right.
Hope was gone and you play wild shot down to point in the air. Did it make any sense?
I was wondering, yeah.
Irresponsible batting, man. So, for me, the team, I like the fact that we brought in Chase.
He batted well.
Bowled well as
We
well.
have a new Hetmeyer now.
Yeah.
He is black. He's fitter. You understand? And he has been playing a lot of cricket. He's just coming from South Africa, innit?
But both, you know what, Sammy and the entire dressing room. I think I heard that they actually told him no, they don't want him as no pinch
hitter.
No, you go up and play your role, as in batting at number 3 and so forth, and it has worked for them. That's what they told him. Go out and he have all license to do what he needs to do. He's no pinch hitter for the team. They have the other pinch hitters down there.
He was never a pinch hitter. What he doing now is what he was born to do.
Definitely.
Yep.
Right? Him and Puran, you don't call them pinch hitters. They can play at number 3 and bat through the innings and make a lot of runs.
But
no point having them coming with 5 overs to go.
But what about the thought of bringing Morty up and opening with him?
Morty, no.
You keep him down there?
Suicidal.
I think he hit the ball straight. I think we want a little bit more enterprise. I thought against Scotland, both King and Hope were really. I think it was 30-something runs in the power play.
Yeah.
And I don't think we could win bigger games with that tactics.
But according to Booth, I would have done what Booth said. The
Bringing
guy Samson made West Indies. I'm going to say made West Indies. Opening the batting for Guyana.
Yeah.
He made all his runs in CPL, opening batting. Because Guyana used him as a trump card and sent him go up, and it worked.
Yeah.
So if something works for a nation and you pick a guy based on his stats, use him.
In the same tournament.
Exactly.
In the same zone.
I want to suggest to you too that, and I'm saying this because I've observed this. Because most of the guys.
Who is that? You cut off a bit there.
The Guyanese batters are more intelligent than most of the guys.
Yeah.
Look at Rutherford, for example.
Yep.
Maturity.
Yeah.
They got support system around them saying, this is the way you do it. Don't do it that way. But get the impression that other guys just playing random with no focus, no mentoring. You know what I'm saying? So we needed, I'm going to wait until when, I know we're not going to drop King. Keep him in because we still have this old philosophy that
Vice captain.
Don't change a winning team. All right. Don't change him. But you're going to cast you.
But I've seen on social media as well that folks are saying that Hetmeyer might be the Marlon Samuels that we need in this tournament.
Yeah, but it's not going to work in this tournament. It worked for us twice because we had a team that could have bullied anybody. So we don't have that setup anymore.
And don't forget, it seems as if Holder has found something.
I think Holder was key yesterday.
Yeah.
I think holders in him.
It's first over now.
But no, I mean,
No,
not with
well,
the ball,
in
with
the
the
power
bat.
play,
No, but if you watch him as well, he's talking to everybody. He's
but
giving, you know.
I'm thinking we're getting something wrong in the power play. If we're gonna bowl Akil, just bowl Akil throughout. Just get him out the way.
Yeah.
We have
But Damien-
Morty and Chase coming in the back end. Yeah, go
Damien,
ahead, Buff.
Akil Hussain, right? The whole world know him now. One, that he has one delivery.
Mm-hmm.
It's a ball that's coming into the right-handed batsman, and in due course, he's not going to have much value because it's been overused.
But he start ripping the ball.
Right.
He's not turning the ball at all.
But if you're playing him, he can't play another role. He can't come off with no power play. Just play him for his role.
But
I don't like him bowling that in that period at all.
Yeah, in South Africa, that's what he did. Actually, he didn't bowl in the power play. He bowled in the middle.
And he got licks.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where he bowls, he's gonna get licked because the world knows him.
Yeah.
You understand?
But I think
And
too.
left-handers gonna give him problems too.
Both, I think I see Morty kind of slowing it down a little bit too. He's not rushing everything through. I think I saw that yesterday with Rashid. Rashid did the game before against Nepal.
Was bowling quick.
And they tore into him. Why do spin bowlers think they automatically have to really push the ball through always in T20 cricket?
I put it this way: if somebody cannot spin the ball, you have to push it through.
Well, that's true. That is true.
So Rashid is a big wrist spinner. He ripped the ball degrees.
Yeah.
Now, he cannot do that when he's bowling quick, so you have to slow down.
Yeah.
But again, batters are going to find out that with Rashid, those big looping leg breaks, you have to come and get them. If you don't come and get them, you can't do nothing with them.
Yeah.
You have to come and get them. Look at Powell's decision when he got out. Powell did not move from the crease at all. If he take one stride, the ball would have gone to Pavilion for 6. Right? But he had fear. He's playing. He's not picking him. And let me tell you something about Rashid, Damien. He's not easy to pick. Because, well and good when the camera slow down and show the two sides.
Yeah.
But you cannot see the back of the hand during his normal action.
Right. Mm-hmm.
All right? So what you have to do is watch your revolutions. I was here picking all the revolutions. He catch me once with a googly, and I'm looking back to see what went wrong. But I actually flashed or something.
Yeah.
But I'm picking him every ball except one that he caught me with the googly. So he has some disguised delivery which a lot of people are not picking.
But his arm action is quite quick too, eh?
Yeah, so he's a good bowler.
Mm-hmm.
He cannot bowl left-handers properly.
Yeah, you got cut off there, Buff.
Yeah, I was saying he has to bowl all googlies to left-handers.
To the left-hander.
Right? But to the right-handers, he has a big leg break that will cause problems. But the batsmen have to come and get it.
Yeah.
You can't stay in the crease.
But what you?
So let me leave you. I can leave you all and then come back.
Right.
Yeah, Buff.
But for me, I like the new Shema.
Yeah.
The new Shema looks top quality.
Yeah.
Bowling his Yaka will.
We have another
caller. Go right ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, caller. You're live on
Good
the
evening, good evening.
Hi, caller.
I see how the little thing there.
My friend.
Easy pressure, take out the pressure. I said England should have walked with Wesley down in Australia. They should have.
For the Ashes.
For the Ashes.
Yeah, for the Ashes.
Might have a point.
Trust me.
You might have a point, caller.
But he doesn't play a lot. He doesn't play a lot of long form.
Yeah,
Wesley a good cricketer.
Okay.
Just see how the gear bites. Wesley is down in Super 8.
Well,
not yet. Not yet.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Does one more win?
Because it's gonna be gonna be England. I think Italy now beat Nepal today.
Yeah.
So England and Italy is gonna face off that clash.
Yeah.
I think West Indies should go on clear.
All right, caller.
Exactly. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, caller.
But Rutherford right now, on a class by himself.
He's comfortable.
Class.
You see him comfortable.
It's always good
choosing his shots early.
When the West Indies guys find form at a World
Well,
Cup
he's
or
in
at a big
form for the
tournament.
last couple of months because I think he was a force to reckon with at the SAPL. the South Africa Premier League.
I don't know where you put Baz. Where you put Baz on the field? Third man or long leg?
Baz Chambers, no.
Slips?
I want to say on radio, he's a disappointment this afternoon.
We put him on the back.
He wants to
Under
text
the back?
me.
Yeah.
No,
He
but
wants to
I
text me
remember
instead of
I read
calling.
a post with him.
Yeah.
I read a few posts, and I tend to agree slightly that we always we tend to have good games against England from time to time.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really a shocker that we
because if we play them, let's say we play them 10 times for the last 2 years, I think we're up at probably about 6-4. They came to the Caribbean, we won the 2 series. So we have a knock in terms of England.
Let's take this call and see. Zedribi, good afternoon and welcome to the sports program.
Lenny.
Hi, caller.
Yes. Since that the saga man no round.
You want to be third man?
No. Not at all. Me think that we should hear from Baz.
As third man.
I know wait until when something now he go come in now and say. No, you can't understand that you tell her with that because hear me know. You can just say, so we hear from him now.
That's what I'm talking about. If the listeners WhatsApp and call in and pull him out, knowing the person that he is, he's not gonna back down. Whatever he's doing, he's gonna stop it. I talk about it busy. Busy doing what?
Yeah. Busy, and he's the first to say, what a match.
Exactly.
First man. Have everything in the group. Videos.
Everything. So
I don't understand.
He's willing and able.
He's a good online editor.
But guys, someone is saying, someone sent a message saying, panel, is it my mind playing tricks on me? Has India been playing their games on the smaller grounds?
We have to look at that.
Unquote.
Well, Lenny, we really don't like to speak about it, but the ICC is in there. So, like I said, I think that's why Bangladesh had an issue, and that's why they boycott the World Cup. Pakistan now, when they're gonna play India, we're gonna see if Pakistan really means business and does and do not take the field. But however, India
is India.
All the grounds in India are small. We have to put that we have to put it out there. They have players that have been playing on these grounds since they're 5-6 years old. So right now they have the advantage. I think that their open match supposed to be in Sri Lanka, and Sri Lanka come to India and play their opener match. I think it would have meant something different. So, hey, kudos to them. Only in the Caribbean we don't give us the best.
This the same guy that you guys are calling out. He's saying that India's batsmen have some serious bats. Their bats are different, and he's saying that he's feeding his pigs, getting them ready for ham.
He doesn't eat?
Exactly.
But okay. Well, like I said, India, I think, played 2 series, one against New Zealand and one against somebody else recently. And they have put numbers up like 278, I think, was their highest score. And when I watched that game, I said, I have India to retain this trophy. And they're playing at home. So give them the upper edge over everybody else. India would have to play real bad.
But it could come back and bite them if they try and manipulate it. I think it happened against Australia in the 50 over World Cup.
Right.
Because as you start eliminating teams and teams are now gathering form and the cream rises to the top, what's the advantage for you going to be an advantage for them as well?
But you see, for me, in terms of the 50 over, to beat India, you would have to beat them in the bowling department. So, because T20 is a short game, the 50 over now, you would get time to settle. You could calculate, okay, I have 300 balls. If I get 20 odd balls, But the T20 game is so quick.
Quick.
You could, and in India, the atmosphere is different than a 50 over. Like I said, when you could get to sit down in a wicket and plan your innings. by the time you look, 10 overs gone. You have to play catch up.
Yeah.
So I think they have the upper edge in this format at home over everybody else.
You have to have depth of batting.
Mhm.
If you're going to be any, I think that might be Afghanistan's thing. Depth of batting. The top 4, top 5.
Yeah, that's what they rely on.
They're world beaters. But if you get deep into them, you could
like I said, Nabi was their go-to guy years ago.
Yeah.
But like I say, his hands and eye coordination would not be the same as it was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And Rashid Khan, they depended on him with the bat as well. And you could see now that the two of them are struggling with the bat.
Yeah.
They're gonna be under pressure.
Yeah.
All right, so we head back to the Monday game where we saw Scotland versus Italy. Scotland won that game by 73 runs, 207 for 4 Scotland. Italy 134, all out of 16.4 overs. So a walk in the park.
I'm going to tell you this,
Scotland.
Italy going to be a force to reckon with.
Yeah, those brothers
Trust
opening.
Me. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, those opening.
And their captain is a good batsman. However, he got injured.
Yeah.
I remember playing with him at my club in England.
He was taking a catch or something?
Yeah. He's probably out for the rest. They're trying to get him back, but I doubt that he will be ready.
Role.
Yeah. Wayne Madsen.
Yeah.
So they have a good squad, and the thing that is killing people, you don't know them.
Yeah,
so it's not somebody that you would watch every day.
Yeah.
These teams that from ICC qualifier, they are gonna play their best cricket at the World Cup because the bigger nations do not know them like how they would know an Australia or South Africa. So they're gonna shock somebody.
Definitely.
All right, so we move on and we see Oman taking on Zimbabwe, their first game in the tournament. And Oman scored Zimbabwe won that game by 8 wickets with 39 balls remaining. Oman scored 103, Zimbabwe 106 for 2 in 13 or off 13.3 overs.
Well, was a game just like a match you watch on a Sunday. That's my opinion. You know, it was just it was a Sunday.
Easy pickings.
Yeah.
All right, so we move on quickly to the 9th match in the tournament where we saw South Africa taking on Canada in their...
Same match. Same thing as Oman and Zimbabwe.
Well, yes.
Well, someone's missing from Canada, yes?
By the way, the opener, the one that hits the ball hard from Jamaica. He's Jamaica origin. I think he's injured.
Okay.
Yeah, but South Africa got 213 for 4 on Canada. 156 for 8. They won that game by 57 runs.
Yeah.
So that's that. And we move right along into Namibia versus Netherlands, a Group A affair there in Delhi, where Netherlands won that game by 7 wickets with 12 balls remaining. 156 for 8 off their 20 overs. And Netherlands 159 for 3 off some 18 overs.
Yeah, like I said, Netherlands... In terms of the lesser team, Netherlands would be a force to reckon with.
Yeah. I think that they've kind of gained confidence, you know, that big win, they beat West Indies that time.
And imagine, Netherlands team is young, but it seems like they've been playing forever.
Yeah.
Like you look at that guy, Max O'Dowd, Scott Edwards. They're
Scott
still
Edwards been around for ages.
Yeah, and they're still in their early 30s. so
they've been around forever. Yeah.
All right, so that's that, and we see United Arab Emirates up against New Zealand, a Group D affair. New Zealand won that game by 10 wickets, with 28 balls remaining. United Arab Emirates, they got 173 for 6, and New Zealand not losing a wicket. Got there in 15.2 overs.
They did good to get to
173. I think that was a fantastic effort. Yeah.
However,
with 6.
New Zealand, like I tell you, New Zealand team right now, if those two openers get off, and even if they don't get off, they have batting, so much batting to
but
come.
New Zealand, you don't play with New Zealand as a professional outfit. they're going to always
and they maintain
the
it.
togetherness.
And they maintain it
is
in
different.
everything they
and
do.
people know their roles.
Yeah.
They know their roles. They know what they want to accomplish. And
their team, in terms of the bowling, it's not no outright big bowling. Mitchell Santner, Loki Ferguson is just going to come bowl 150 while and, you know. But the guys that make up that unit would pinch you. Darrell Mitchell would come and run in and bowl a couple wobblers.
Yeah.
Glenn Phillips, who was a keeper a couple of years ago, is now a half-spin bowler.
Yeah.
So they have horses for courses and they use them.
And they're not fearful. They're not fearful. They're so confident in their game that they'll do what they have to do.
10 wickets.
All right, so let me see what else is happening here. We have Pakistan versus the United States. That's the USA team. Pakistan, they won that game by 32 runs. Pakistan won 90 for 9. And United States 158 for 8 off their 20 overs. So Pakistan winning their second game.
America. I'm kind of glad for Pakistan in the fact that you're winning games that you're supposed to win. And for a tournament in the subcontinent, you would hope that they would step up and at least make the next round.
But that table,
Yeah.
that table is going to be a hard table. Well, India, I have India to come out.
Yeah.
But who comes second, I have Pakistan
who
and Netherlands for the toss-up. Because it's India, Pakistan, Netherlands, USA, and Namibia.
Yeah.
Okay. So
and I have
Pakistan and Netherlands.
I have Netherlands and Pakistan to fight for that second place.
Second place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So it wasn't done in the first super over. But we have a caller. ZJB, good afternoon and welcome to the sports program.
I'm back very briefly.
Yes, tell us.
I wanted to ask Damien, he starts about this Pakistan. I don't know what to call him. All I know, he bowled in 5 different deliveries.
That's the guy. That's the guy that play CPL. I think he played for St. Kitts.
Ahmed?
Yeah, he bowled with a weird action.
Yeah.
I think.
I believe Super know they're gonna ban him.
Yeah, I think so because I think he got a wicket. I think he got Glenn Phillips or somebody like that, and they walked off and like he looked like he paused because he has a pause.
It was guy from Australia.
Yeah, Cameron Green. Yeah.
Well, let me tell you what it is, right? And sometimes you have to allow people to develop that kind of skills, because batters have it too easy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he comes in and he pause, and that pause may be controversial in that it gives him a chance to see what the batsman wants to do.
Right, yeah.
And then he has 5 options. He can bowl a seam up, he can bowl a leg cutter, he can bowl a half break, he can bowl a so-called leg break, and he might be lucky to get a googly. So, I mean, people got issues with him, but I have no problem because I believe you can't stifle innovation.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
It's something new, and batsmen have to get accustomed to it.
But
so I don't think he's not an argument.
But he's making the right degrees that the ICC said that you have to bowl.
Yeah.
He's not chucking. He's not doing. Look at the fast bowler from Sri Lanka, the Patti Rana that bowls like Malinga. He's bowling from the same trajectory.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the difference is that
he passed.
My issue is not the trajectory. My issue is the delay.
Yes, there's a delay.
I still gonna say, you know what? Hey, you got a couple seconds to get this delivery.
Yeah.
Because in a sense, and I'm not saying it's cheating. I'm saying in a sense, it gets there and wait to see what your mindset is. Then calculate, recalculate, and decide this is what I'm going to do.
Intelligent. That's intelligent bowling, though.
Yeah. For real, because sometimes he delay longer than some. Yeah, sometimes you could see that he delay longer than some.
Yeah.
So you have to watch that, and that might constitute unfair play.
Yeah.
All right. But while I'm on, because I'm not going to come back in, because I'm watching the clock and I'm watching Lenny's eyes. Getting ready to say it. So I want to make some observations about Australia. I'm looking at them, and I know it's early games yet, and you have to watch them. But there's something wrong with the skipper?
I think he's carrying an injury. He moves. He's moving like he has some kind of injury.
I'm reading something as if, I don't know, maybe I misread it, but it seems as if he might actually leave the tournament.
Oh, today?
Whatever it is.
Something you read today?
Looking at something. I tend to read a little wider than what was shown to us.
Okay.
And I get the sense that the injury, they're playing it down, but it's more serious. And I believe they may have to replace him at some point. Because he's a critical player, and they either play, either fit, and that's it. Can't be halfway. They need his batting.
Yeah.
They need his batting up front. Without that launch pad, they're going to struggle.
Both Baz said that Marsh has a neck injury, so Smith has been called up as cover. Head is captain for now.
Oh, right. So his neck. But I didn't know what it was, but it seems as if it's something more serious than people think. You know, he has problem with his back too, so I mean, who knows?
I believe we should call Baz Mr. ICC, because trust me, he doesn't miss a game in the ICC T20.
I don't. How you walking all in 5 o'clock?
I don't know.
No, man. What happened to him? He can't sleep at night. Because sometimes I see something's coming in. What is that?
Exactly. Exactly.
When you turn around, you got another 2 up, so you're not sleeping at all. 1 o'clock, you know. 1 o'clock, 1:15 is his hour.
Yes.
Oh, good.
All right.
But hey, listen, I'm looking forward to the games that are coming up, and I'm particularly looking forward to the Super 8. Because that separates big men from children.
But Boof, before you go, we're planning to get into predictions for next week's game. But something about Sunday is not just going to be Baz alone who will be up, because West Indies, they play first on Sunday at 1:30 in the morning, and then the big one at 9:30 where Pakistan take on India.
You're hoping it happens.
It's going to happen. The government allow it. It's going to happen. So it's happening 9:30. So
the government of Pakistan
agreed.
Instructed the team to take the field. They can't disobey. You're locked up.
They're different over there.
All right, so it's gonna be a big match. It's gonna be a very big match. But Pakistan to me, Pakistan look all right, but they're not the kind of team for me.
Right. Yep. I share the same sentiments.
They're inconsistent.
If they lose against India, there's a possibility that they could be knocked out.
Especially if they lose badly.
Yeah.
But you have to give the skipper from India a lot of credit.
Yeah, boy, a lot of credit. That guy, he's a different cricketer.
But
what I like about him, right? He knows where everybody is in terms of not only location, distance. When he plays the ball, he knows where everybody is.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm gonna leave you. I'll have a good evening.
So I wanted to get something from you both before you. Do you think that that game against Nepal, with England, do you think that could come back and haunt them in terms of net run rate?
It could. My biggest disappointment, and I hear the skipper Brooke. You see, England is making some fundamental errors. You see, Harry Brooke, regardless of what they say, I bat Harry Brooke at number 3. Not 4, 3. Because once that guy Bettel, if Bettel and Harry Brooke gets together and stay around for 10 overs, right?
Yeah.
If they don't lose a wicket, they got 100 and something runs. The problem is, when you allow Brooke to come 4 or 5, right, you got problems.
Can you send Banton ahead of him?
Especially if Bettel is not there. So they got a problem. Now, I was worried about that opening batsman from England. He's a wicked fellow.
Butler?
Salt?
Oh, Salt. Yeah.
I don't particularly like to see me wicket because he don't care about nobody.
Yeah.
And if he gets his hand on anybody at all, it doesn't matter who it is. He plays the ball. He's not concerned about who you are. But he have to get his head better though. You want to hit every ball for 6 and 4 and you need to stay around as the opener and bat through. But at least 12 overs. You know? And our friend Archer is getting a lot of licks, Kenton.
Who's that?
Archer. He got
I don't know. I don't know. I think he's trying to bowl. I think he's not thinking. He wants to just run in and blast people.
I won't say that. Here what I would say. Against Nepal, he think that pace he would have blast out. He was bowling and stumps, pitching up the ball, especially to knock out stumps. And Nepal said, no.
They weren't fearful. They weren't fearful.
No. That can't work. Against New Zealand, against West Indies now, this if you hear the commentary about this Barbados boat ship, he play cricket for Barbados and Chase, and people don't play cricket like that no more.
Yeah.
You run in, it's England versus West Indies. Your both stupidness, I'm gonna beat you.
Yeah.
And
well, that's why I like what Hetman did. Hetmeyer didn't get caught up in the Barbados club cricket thing. He played the ball, he bowl a bad ball, he go for 6.
Exactly.
Bowl a ball for just he goes for 4. So I like the new Hetmeyer. Hoping and praying that
He heard you.
stays.
He heard you. He heard you. He heard you. He heard you. You sent a message.
Hopefully, your wife not get my head.
The good thing though.
What about that catch?
Yeah. Once the color of his hair is not changed, we happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a different guy.
Be careful the next game, we don't see a different haircut and
Oh,
red hair.
gosh.
But Boof, what do you think about the refined Shama coming back after that shoulder injury?
He looks smooth, he looks good. And like I said, he bowling with intelligence, which I like. And we have to be careful when we bowl him though, because I'm not sure if we're doing the right thing all the time. I tend to think that at times we should let him open the ball in.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope we don't bring back that guy from Barbados to play no more games.
Which one is that?
Matthew Ford.
Ford?
Yeah, I don't think.
Hey, he a lucky cricketer, yeah. He a lucky cricketer. I
Well,
see.
they say he gets a wicket. Yeah.
Cost more than luck. So I think we should use
Say that again?
ball one, ball.
You're cutting out, Uncle.
You're cutting out both. What were you saying?
Yeah.
Hello?
What's that?
No, you said you think that we should use. That's the last thing we heard. Use.
No, sir. Shama. Sometimes we should use him to open the ball, and depends on who we're playing against.
Oh, right.
Rather than having a fixed position, because I don't like the spinner opening the ball for us. The left-handed spinner, I don't like it too much.
I think he should be dropped dead.
Yeah, yeah. If he's not going to
He
open,
can't bat. He can't
Exactly.
bat, so if he's not bowling, we can take him out.
and he looks rather stiff these days.
Who, Hussein?
Yeah, man, really stiff. Really.
All right, so gentlemen,
You know?
have a good evening.
All right, thanks both. Yeah.
Good
All right.
cheers, yeah.
Right. So we were at the Super Over, the two Super Overs in that 13th match in Ahmedabad, South Africa versus Afghanistan, 187. Tell me.
That was one of the
Cricket.
greatest games of T20 cricket
yeah,
I've seen
yeah.
in years. Years. We all know the capability of Afghanistan, to be honest. But for a game with two super over, if anybody would have told me gamble on
Something
this
like
game
that,
that this would happen, I would tell them no.
Well, you know, he nearly went to a third one. Eh?
Yeah,
Yes,
I know.
yes,
That's what I'm
yes.
saying. So I think it was the fitter side, which was South Africa, got over the line. Because you could see the fatigue in
Well,
Afghanistan.
because of
But
Miller at the end. Too,
The,
as
the
well.
last super over there. Do you think Gorba should have opened?
I think so because
think,
he was red hot. He was in farm.
I don't know what.
He got a half century in the regulation.
Exactly. He was in farm. He was hitting the ball clean.
It's one over. I mean, I would go for Gerber. You know, but sometimes you overthink it.
Jonathan Trott.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he got that wrong.
Very wrong.
All right, so that's the game. I think Baz and Enver they were speaking about in terms of Australia versus Ireland with
Paul Sterling
Paul
being hurt.
Sterling.
Yep.
So Australia got 182 for 6 and Ireland 115 all out in 16.5 overs. Australia won that game by 67 runs. So definitely that's that for
Not much to say.
really. All right, and we did touch on the West Indies game last game yesterday. Now today's games we saw Sri Lanka versus Oman. Sri Lanka won that game by 105. They scored 200. Is this the highest for the tournament so far?
Yeah.
Yeah, 225 for 5. Oman 120 for 9. And nothing much can be said there, right?
No.
All right. So we
the person was the class just showed.
Yeah. The second game today, Nepal and
Italy.
Yeah. I was impressed.
We saw
Italy
beating Nepal by 10 wickets with
Easy.
44 balls remaining.
Atalanta.
Yep, Nepal scored 123.
About 13 overs.
Yeah, the brothers, those two brothers, man.
Yeah.
One of them hits the ball real clean. The other one just relies on timing.
Yeah.
But the one that hits the ball clean, Lenny. Nepal has a spin bowler, La Machine. He's a good bowler, world class. But you could see Italy came up with a plan. Hey, we're going to score 70 in the power play because they had 70 off 7. And by the time the spin bowler come in, they already way ahead of the run rate. And you would have think that the openers would have slowed down, but they just continued because they're just like, hey, we're gonna use this to get momentum and see where it takes us, and it worked.
Yeah.
All right, so guys, quickly into our predictions for the next week. As you know, next week we'll get into the Super 8s on Saturday. But we see Australia versus Zimbabwe tomorrow. Just give me your team.
That's straightforward. Australia.
Australia.
All right. So the second game we see Canada versus United Arab Emirates.
Wow.
Canada,
yes.
Canada.
All right. Kenty.
Canada.
All right. So we see Netherlands versus the USA on Friday morning at 9:30.
I have Netherlands.
I'm gonna throw a little stick in the smoke. I'm gonna throw a little stick in the names. I'm gonna say USA.
All right, Kenty, Kenford.
They're saying the same thing.
Oh, they're saying USA.
Yeah, you could hear the talking in Kenford.
For some reason, for how US playing, I think they just need that little. I think it's coming.
Okay. Well, on Saturday morning we'll see Ireland versus Oman at 1:30. Who do you see?
Ireland.
All right. Second game will be England versus Scotland.
England has a point to prove, so I think England.
I got Scotland, you know.
Boy.
I got Scotland.
Well, it will
England.
be.
I got Scotland.
It will be.
England,
Yeah, it will be Valentine's Day on Saturday. Netherlands versus South Africa.
No, New Zealand.
Yeah, sorry. South Africa versus New Zealand.
That's a tough one for me.
South Africa versus New Zealand.
I'm going to throw the carrot. I'm going New Zealand.
So you're saying that is the final?
No, for what? The World Cup?
Yeah.
No way. At all.
India. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that is going to be a great game in that zone. So I would say New Zealand.
Kenty?
SA.
All right. Kenford?
South Africa.
All right. Bright and early Sunday morning, it's going to be a fiery one with Nepal versus the West Indies.
I would say West Indies based on the form that we are on right now.
In my heart,
Is it?
In my heart, I'm supporting West Indies, and logically it should be West Indies, but I don't want them to take it lightly.
All right.
Nepal are familiar with the
WI all the way.
Huh?
WI all the way.
All right, sounds good. And Namibia versus USA?
USA.
Kenty?
Namibia versus USA.
So we see the final game on Sunday at 9:30. India versus Pakistan. No phones at church, people. So
No, I won't go to church that day. I have India.
All right.
I have India.
Kenty?
My second favorite team of all time
is Pakistan.
Okay.
But no, it's Pakistan. But come on, Lenny, hold up, man. You go quick. I'm going India. I have to use my head, man.
All right.
I'm a Pakistan fan.
Go ahead, Kenford.
India.
All right. Nepal's can't win another game in this World Cup, so says Baz. Oh, Baz, by the way, tell us who you think going to win between India and Pakistan. On Monday morning, Afghanistan versus the United Arab Emirates.
Afghanistan has a point to prove, so I would go Afghanistan.
But wait, Kenford, who did you say?
For which one?
The India versus Pakistan.
India.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
Kenty? Afghanistan, United Arab Emirates?
Afghan.
All right. Kenford?
Afghan.
All right. England versus Italy.
I want Italy to win.
No,
I want Italy to win. So I'm going to choke the carrot. I'm going to choke that carrot and I'm going to say Italy.
All right. Just to double back, Baz is saying that he always wants Pakistan to win and he hopes that Pakistan would win. But Pakistan are afraid of India. So he's still not making up his mind.
Yes, make up your mind, brother.
So we have Australia versus Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka playing at home.
Ooh, I have Sri Lanka. But if Steve Smith flies in, it strengthens their batting as well.
Yeah.
So
big time.
Ooh, I have Sri Lanka because they're home. I have Sri Lanka.
Okay. Kenty?
Sri Lanka versus who?
Sri Lanka. Oh, Sri Lanka versus Australia, sorry.
Sri Lanka home. Sri Lanka.
Australia.
All right. But say Australia.
Australia. I'm not letting y'all home in.
All right. Right. So we're down to Tuesday quickly, guys. We rush for time. Canada versus New Zealand.
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Straight across. Ireland, Zimbabwe, the second game?
Zimbabwe.
Zim. No, Ireland.
Ireland. Okay.
Ireland for me.
Kenty?
Zim.
All right. Damien?
Zim.
All right. On Tuesday morning, Nepal versus Scotland.
Nepal.
Scotland.
Kenty?
Scotland.
Okay. On Wednesday, South Africa versus United Arab Emirates.
South Africa.
Kenty?
Say it.
South
Africa.
SA.
All right. Right. And Namibia versus Pakistan.
Pakistan.
All right. India versus Netherlands.
Ooh.
I'm
I'm doing that as well. Netherlands. For that game, Netherlands. I'm going Netherlands.
Kenty?
India.
All right.
It could be a banana skin.
Because at that time.
Okay, quickly, guys. We're at the Thursday when we'll be back. Hopefully, Italy versus West Indies.
West Indies.
All right. Sri Lanka versus Zimbabwe.
Sri Lanka.
All right.
Sri Lanka, yeah.
Afghanistan versus Canada.
Afghanistan.
We'll look at these games next week at the back end of the program. 30 seconds into your final words, guys.
Sports coming up. Big time. I just want to remind the youngsters, stay hydrated. Teachers, remind your students, stay hydrated. We're still in a little bit of a cold thing, but really and truly we're supposed to be heading into our dry season and hot season. So let's be mindful.
Just a quick reminder, the 17th and the 18th is the inter-house football at the MSS campus. Do come and support the MSS students as well on Friday for the department basketball. And thank you guys for a lovely show this week, and thank you to the public for calling in as well.
Well, for me, I just want to piggyback on Kenty, especially for the parents. Start giving your kids hydration, a lot of water, proper foods. Now that they start practicing at the park, they're going to be in hot sun majority of the day. So start boosting their immune system and getting them ready and set to go for the upcoming sports event.
Yes. All right. Thank you guys so much. Want to say good afternoon as well to Cardella and Buff and Laverne and brother Enva, who are part of the sports program. And Baz Chambers, remember that you made a promise via text through ZGB Radio that you'll be on next week, so no invitation is needed. And of course, we want to say thanks to the volleyball family for taking care of, a part of the program. And of course, to the basketball, the basketball crew. The inter-department basketball tournament should begin tomorrow. Thank you so much. And to all the folks who tuned in this afternoon, thank you for being a part of the sports program. Until next week, I can safely say that is a wrap.